general nerdery.
So Steven got me to go to this discount Hastings, basically. Knockoff Hastings.
It's like Dirt Mall Hastings.
Yeah, that's the perfect way. I didn't want to say Wish.com Hastings because that's like
Hastings corpse brought back from the dead is, I think, more appropriate.
Is that the place in the mall with the 99-cent cassette tape?
Yeah, we will be talking about... Oh, there's cassette. I missed that.
Yeah, I got a Whitney Houston tape.
So, it came up in like 3 different social circles, and I was like, I loved Hastings. I don't know why everyone's so excited. Steven convinces me to stop by before I go podcasting today, and I think it's when I found a Metabots DVD.
Oh, nice.
That I, fucking time traveled back to 2003 and was like, okay. Millennials will be sentimental about anything, and Hastings is so strong. The fact that it's also in the exact place in the mall where back in 2003 Sam Goody existed, where I also went for, CDs and bad
Sam
anime
Goody.
DVDs. And
I avoided Sam Goody with every chance I could get because it was always, $3 more expensive than everywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But options for...
Yeah.
2003.
But I was also always coming in from the other end of town, so it was usually Best Buy I was hitting first anyway.
Yeah, no, but much better. The mall was within walking distance, and that was the edge of where I was allowed to go when I was 13 years old. So I was a mall rat.
Yeah.
Sorry, that just filled my brain with non-existent memories of Zach being a mall rat, and that I love
beating up the Easter Bunny. It was wild.
With a long ponytail that went halfway down my back, and
you were just painting such a beautiful picture in my brain.
It's just peak 2003. I think the ultimate sign that this was really bringing me back in time was I picked up a random manga and just flipped through it, and it was softcore porn that they just had on the shelf, and I was like, oh,
see, I thought you were going to say it was manga in the children's section.
It was
because that happened all the time back in the day. Because they're
was right next to the children's section.
Yeah,
it's picture books.
It was probably in the teen section because that is where I read all my softcore manga.
Yep,
porn.
I was like, oh, okay, this is clearly some kind of harem anime or manga or whatever. It's fine. The art is cute. I'm probably not gonna buy it. Open it up, and it's a naked woman yelling, "I'm coming," and I'm like, don't know what I expected, but that was not it. That was. Anyways, on this wonderful moment, welcome to General Nerdery, your podcast about liking things. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
And as you already heard, we have Steven and Hydee with us again.
Hi, I'm Steven.
Hi, I'm Hydee.
That's Hydee. That's Steven.
Here's me.
Yeah, there's... Completely derailed myself.
By doing what we're supposed to do at the beginning of a podcast.
And forgetting how to transition out of it into ingesting.
I'm so tired. But yeah, you wanted to talk about this anyways, so...
I mean, it's definitely part of my ingesting. I went there on Saturday with my sister, and I legitimately cried while I was in there. For personal reasons. It reminded me of my brother who passed away relatively recently. So understandably was emotional for me. But I was seeing stuff that we were looking for and hadn't been able to find. And that was fucking incredible for me. And finding a place that I can find physical fucking media, holy shit, does that fill my heart with joy in a way that I didn't know how to express words. So...
Yeah, they had the first 6 seasons of Scrubs and box set there, and I might fucking go back for that.
I used to have that. It was.
It's great.
Yeah,
Scrubs is fucking.
It's great too.
They had a PS2 section, and every PlayStation 2 section from back in the day, every game sucked except for the one copy of Jak and Daxter that they had.
I loved my PS2.
So did I, but there was some garbage fucking games, and everyone bought all the good ones and left you 14 different versions of FIFA.
That's true.
They have fucking VHS, Disney clamshells, but also just random VHS shit.
Did I say Whitney Houston cassette tape for 99 cents?
Yes. They also have grab mystery bags that I'm I'm going to eventually do one.
Oh, I do not trust that.
I don't trust it at all, but
I
it's
kind of want to go do that right now.
Yeah, no, that would be great for like a general nerdery episode, but I'm saying it would like.
oh, I can justify it.
I honestly think another very endearing thing about that store is when I was in there, the 16-year-old employee was openly talking to his coworker about doing bong rips before work. And you know what? I gotta respect that in a teenager.
Man, they
Back
are
when
just
I was a
living
teenager,
that.
You know, I used to at least try to hide it, but nope, he gave no shits, and it was kind of great. I
living that
appreciated it.
life.
Yeah. It was also so just beyond how incredible this store was for me. It was very satisfying in my soul to go back to the mall and have it feel exactly the fucking same. I was like, goth girl, kid with a tail, group of guys who would definitely have beaten me up, another group of guys who would definitely beaten me up, group of girls who would beaten me up, group of girls I wish would have beaten me up.
Girls I would have found attractive if I were within the right age range for that to not be terrifying.
What is it about a mall that just like you like time travel when you go into a mall? It's
Well, part of it is
our millennial nostalgia.
and the other part of it is there's teenagers there.
Mm-hmm.
But the like nature of the teenager at the mall is sort of timeless. Because if you watch Mallrats, which is before our era of the mall, that's like
Right.
more early 90s, is the same fucking thing. Because
Yeah.
the mall is somewhere where you can go. You don't have to have a lot of money, but there's still various things you can go look at and see, and free samples you can like bum off people. And it's a place that you can go with your friends that your like family will generally just allow you to wander off to.
Yeah. The mall in my hometown is now a nursing home. So if
Probably a better use of the space if we're being honest.
I agree.
But, like,
I agree.
fuck the mall, but there is a level of like affection that I have for it.
Yeah.
As
It was beyond just growing up going to it. Like when I first moved to town and was only getting like 20 hours a week at Kmart and worked the exact opposite hours of all of my friends, I would just go sit in the mall, people watch.
yeah.
That was most of my weekend. Just like, sweet, gonna throw on some headphones, some music, and wow, this is wild in here today.
Plus, there's also like some stuff that never changes. Like it might change what bad T-shirt kiosk there is, but there's always.
Spencer's has not changed since like 2000.
I think I brought it up on the show once. Last time I was at the mall, for whatever reason I had to be. I was at the Shields, and wandered in. I'm like, fuck it. Spencer's is right there. And I took one step in Spencer's and realized I was 10 years older than
Yeah.
the oldest person there that worked there.
Oh, yeah.
And was like, oh, this place is not for me. Like, I do not belong here.
Yeah, I'm now, if I go in there, I realize that I'm like someone I would have judged when I was like.
Yeah, what is this old
16.
person doing here?
Exactly. It's like, what if.
You leave me in my bald spot alone, young man. Like,
When did they get all the sex toys at Spencer's?
Oh, they've always had sex
like
toys.
they always-
1995.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
They
bought-
just like doubled the size, but of how much they carried, but like it's always been there.
Because I knew about like the
Not
novels.
Oh, I thought you meant the
I mean, I'm sure with the extra stock, some of them are double the size, but like I haven't been keeping track of that.
I mean,
so.
Their inventory doubled in size, not necessarily the stock.
Yeah.
Sorry, every time.
the day after my 18th birthday, my friend who was still 17 had me go to Spencer's and buy her a vibrator because they actually ID'd you there for the sex toys in 2005. So,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really the thing of like you would go to. I mean, it's not there anymore, but you would go to like Sam Goody to look at like music you couldn't afford in anime. You would go to KB Toys to pretend that you're too cool for the fucking rad ass toys that were there. You would
Bought
go
1080
to
snowboarding there.
God, I bought so many of those
Nice.
yo-yos. Remember when like yo-yos were a huge thing in like the like late 90s?
You know, I'll take that over the little tiny mini scooters, like the little.
Oh yeah,
finger
those were
scooters.
dumb.
And then you would
Oh,
go
you
to
mean
like
Tech Decks?
Oh, God. I knew someone who
Hot
used to
Topic
build
to
them.
look at the band shirts, and then you would go to Spencer's to look at the sex toys.
Yeah.
And
I was just
every
looking at
time
the
I
black light
passed, 'cause
posters.
I always set up to crisscross them all so I could stop at the pretzel place and steal their free samples. and just look at the person who I thought was old, but in retrospect was like 22, just judging me relentlessly.
But in retrospect, they probably were like,
I wanted those.
okay, guy.
Okay.
Because I judge our customers at work, but not that as relentlessly as I think I was thinking I was being judged as a child. So
Yeah, that's called anxiety.
Yeah.
I judge them more relentlessly, but
Yeah, you have to deal with it more than I do. I have to.
Yeah. What else have I ingested? Me and my partner have been watching a lot of Great British Bake Off. We are on the most current season currently. We just started it. We'll probably finish it this week. We also have been watching The Flash, but not watching The Flash, if that makes sense.
Just background.
100% background noise. But it's fun because Kat is watching more of it than me because I'll be in the kitchen. I'll just put it on and then just walk away and be in the kitchen and I'll just hear her be like, what the fuck? Or like that level of like, what? But you killed him. He's a bad guy. It was like, no, that's an alternate reality. H.G. Wells, it's the same guy, but from a different universe. He didn't kill them. He just looks like the guy who killed them. Even though that other guy was a different guy who looked like a different guy from a different universe.
The Flash is the most nonsense
yeah.
just ever.
And the worst Prometheus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad. Because I was also going to bring up Bake Off, because you had mentioned it, I started watching again, and on accident picked the first COVID season.
Which actually was a great season.
It was a
Great
very good
season.
one. And also I was like, wow, I found the one place where the COVID bubble actually seems nice. You just go to the fucking British countryside for up to 9 weeks and
I really
bake,
like that.
and I'm fucking terrible at that part. But like,
No, I really liked that season because like it was the first time they had actually made everyone like stay together, and like I felt like there was like I don't know the like everyone was just like you could tell they were all like actually buddies and
yeah, I like
they
that.
knew each other and that was
Well,
really
and it
fun.
had Giuseppe and Jurgen.
Yes.
So-
Yes,
Oh,
which was such a great
I love
season.
Jurgen.
And also like the dynamic that they basically had the tent to practice in was like it was like kind of alluded to but never really like brought up much, but like they're just there baking the whole fucking time then.
So it's not like, oh, well, this worked in my kitchen with my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I just watched the next season and the Mexican week, and it was the worst thing I have ever seen.
It is.
I mean, when British
brutal.
people, yeah,
but like they
Yeah.
have bad taste in all honesty, because like one, the way they pronounce taco is taco.
taco.
Don't.
Here's how
No,
you
no,
make a,
I've seen the
You've
clip
seen it?
online. I've
here's how
seen
you
it.
make a taco.
I when it happened, it made waves, and I have seen.
It made so many waves that they stopped doing like
Yeah.
country themed weeks.
Yes.
Which thank fucking Christ.
I mean-
all of
Because
them
honestly,
were
they
bad.
were bad.
They were bad.
And like they're as judges not suited to do that. They should have brought in like a specialty judge for those weeks.
Like,
Wasn't
it's so
there an
spicy.
American
There's-
week and it made no sense? I feel
Oh,
like the food
I just
made
don't.
no
I
sense.
can't stop thinking about Paul Hollywood being like the only way to do good American baking is to not do American baking. I'm like, then don't fucking make them do this. Like,
Then don't do that. Like I get that what you're trying to say is that American baking is an influence of other bakeries and like other baking styles.
no. What he was saying was we put too much sweets and stuff, and it's all bad, and we do soggy cookies. He hates pumpkin pie with a fucking passion.
Well,
I mean,
he
Like,
can
go
get
fuck
fucked.
himself.
yeah, pumpkin
He's
pie.
the
is really
worst part
good.
of that whole show,
He
in all
really
honesty.
is.
I mean, I don't hate him, but I feel like he's gotten better.
I
He's gotten-
enjoy disliking him.
That's,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's it kind of, yeah.
And it seems like he's gotten to the place where he's like honed in on where he's an enjoyable asshole. Although he makes too many nut jokes frequently and really revels in talking about nuts
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
and how nuts are a euphemism for testicles.
Thank you.
Just in case you didn't get the joke. Because that's how much they fucking do it on that show.
I think Noel is my favorite.
Oh, Noel's the best.
I also want his entire wardrobe, but that's besides
He
the
does
point.
always look like the most comfortable person in whatever room he's in.
Yes, 100%. And then I think the last thing I ingested was that me and my sister and my wife, we went and saw Singing in the Rain at the Roxy yesterday. It holds up. It fucking slaps. There is a bunch of incredible choreography, and upon rewatch, it has some interesting insights and things to say about art and creation of art that I really enjoyed.
Interesting.
I know I've seen it, but it's one of those movies that I saw when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
But I have been kind of thinking about it because we've been listening to Films to Be Buried With, thanks to Word Balloons, and he will not shut the fuck up about Singing in the Rain.
It's incredible. Like, just the choreography and physical, like, dancing and, like, physical comedy that's brought into the table through dance is astounding. He's third billed, but I always mix up his name. It's either Donald O'Connor or Connor O'Donnell. That's my brain's bad at remembering named situation. But he has a whole bit in it called where he sings "Make 'Em Laugh." Holy shit! It is incredible physical comedy, and it is just like a 3-minute little bit that's just him just doing incredible pratfalls and.
Donald O'Connor.
Thank you. It's incredible. But also Debbie Reynolds and Gene Kelly. Yeah, I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it. It's really funny. It's really catchy. The third act is a little bit weird, and in all honesty, it's also kind of meta-narratively weird within the context of the movie, because like they have to last moment just shift the tone of the musical they're making to make it make sense, and in the musical they're making, they shift the tone to make it make sense and work. But yeah, it was really great.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Tyler?
Yeah, let's see here. I'm going to get this one out of the way first because I don't want to go deep into it right now because otherwise I will rant for a while, but I can't not mention it with how many videos and podcasts I watched going deep into the details of it. And I didn't think I was going to be talking about it again, like 8 months later. But, like, there was actually updates to the Kendrick and Drake beef.
I heard about that.
And it's actually, like, there's a lot of really important things going on in the world right now. And this is nowhere on that level. But is actually kind of really important.
Drake is suing, isn't he?
Drake is suing UMG for defamation.
It's ridiculous.
Not Kendrick.
Didn't
Suing
Drake
UMG.
start?
Wait,
this
UMG's
battle?
like the label? Or what?
So they're actually both under UMG. I can't remember. One's technically under, I think Kendrick is Interscope and Drake is Republic, but they're both under the UMG umbrella. So, yeah, it's really fucked up for a number of reasons. He's using streamers and reviewers and reactors as evidence.
Drake is just, or I will say this,
Like,
as a millennial that loved Degrassi, that is my
Wheelchair
Drake.
Jimmy.
That is my Drake. He is Aubrey Graham to me. He will always be Aubrey Graham to me. And then once he was Drake, I was like, you were better in Degrassi. And that's just my own personal opinion. But the fact that he's suing over a rap battle, it's like, dude, that's what it is. It's what you do. You talk shit about each other.
Yeah, what's he just...
So part of the fucked up thing that could, like, have reaching implications is, like, he's basically arguing that, like, because UMG wasn't as shittily abusing copyright laws as they could have been to take down and make sure some of these videos didn't get made. That's transformative content that they are legally allowed to make anyway. That it was tantamount to them trying to, like, intentionally put the song out there more and make it become a viral hit.
So he's suing them because people on YouTube went, hey, this is a fucking banger.
He's using the people on YouTube going, this is a fucking banger as evidence for, like, his defamation claims. And he had made some earlier petitions in a different court where there was also a potential for a lawsuit alleging payola. And he sort of has wrapped that into the defamation claims if you actually read through all of it. But there's also a really fucking weird part that's kind of disgusting where they say that Kendrick Lamar was making mention about his Jewish ancestry in the lyric, "He's not a colleague, he's a fucking colonizer." Which I will say, if you haven't heard the song, that is like the punchline to an entire verse where the entire verse is explaining why he's being called a colonizer.
Right. You know, Drake is just mad because Kendrick obviously won that battle, and Kendrick's a freaking genius.
Just
And
remind
Not Like
myself-
Us is about to be played at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
Drake did start this, right? Am I remembering that?
I don't.
Well, like,
yeah, he
It
did.
was like 3 people who were like, "We're the 3 biggest people,"
So-
and then the third, that guy like fucking bowed out, and then it became a thing between Drake and Kendrick, right?
Well, and technically the beef has been brewing for about
For
a decade
yeah.
now.
They've
It's just
never
it's
liked
only
each
this
other.
past year that it was like direct shots in songs rather than like subs and stuff.
Okay.
So it's debatable who started it, but probably Drake.
I weirdly
And then
just
Kendrick
re-listened.
just owned him.
Yeah.
I weirdly just re-listened to the episode where you explained it to us, so I just kind of remember it all freshly.
I mean, the rap battle has been an aspect of that entire like musical culture
That's
as
the
long
thing.
as hip hop has existed.
I mean, the
If-
amount of older rappers making fun of Drake right now is hilarious.
That's the thing though. If like Drake wins this lawsuit, then
We're in trouble.
you can be sued for defamation for a fucking rap battle.
Which means you can be sued for defamation for any song about someone.
An
Not
intrinsic
even
part
just song,
of
it
hip hop
sounds like-
culture.
As well
Yeah.
as also like you could sue a fucking label for not.
Yeah, he's basically saying that it's on UMG to protect him and not help put out defamatory claims, even though the song before Not Like Us, or not before Not Like Us, before Meet the Grams, is like him saying that one of Kendrick's kids is actually his manager's and that he beats his wife.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. It's like they're going after each other.
Like, did you not understand what you were doing when you got into this?
Yeah.
Have you not seen? Are you not a rapper who knows what rap battles are?
Does this put like YouTube response videos or like reaction videos at risk or stuff like that? Or like, I mean,
Basically, so
I would say bigger artists, but who knows?
So it's basically saying that like it's trying to establish precedent that they can be considered evidence as part of like a larger scheme, because one of the earlier petitions was also saying that they might try for RICO.
that's fucking.
Um
Oh my god.
and it's at the least alleging that like it's unfair if the parent company, Universal in this case, doesn't try to be as shitty as it can to those people.
You know, people used to get literally shot over rap beefs, and
Yes.
now Drake is. I mean, this all kind of also ties into the rich people are so angry that everyone's not considering their precious fifis, that I feel like in every part of our culture right now, it's rich people punching back because poor people went, hey, go fuck yourselves.
I mean, yeah, but
And
also
this kind
like,
of seems to tie into that larger.
yeah,
But yeah, he's saying that they encouraged it to become a viral hit because they didn't monetize or demonetize. I can't remember. It'd be demonetized for the person who made the video and monetized for UMG. A couple of the rap battles or a couple of songs in the rap battle, so that creators could still make money off of it. And they're alleging that it's been a company-wide policy to never whitelist anything, but like creators are like, dude, like I still have like 50 push-ups, drop and give them 50, which is one of the Drake tracks, also monetized. Like, multiple creators have been like, I can show you my fucking screen right now. I'm making money on it.
It is wild to me anytime I am on the side of, like, the record label.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the worst part of this. But,
Yeah.
like, firmly on the side of the record label.
Oh,
Love
definitely.
you, Drake, for making... And I don't have a fucking opinion about Drake one way or the other until the fact that, like, I'd heard he was weird, and now I think he's a little bitch.
I mean, yeah, he's being a whiny little asshole. So
Yeah, listeners can't see how just like notably frustrated and without words I've been throughout this whole exchange.
You've just
This
been,
is
like,
why I
deeply-
watched, like, 10 hours worth of podcasts on this shit, guys.
Steven's just been, like, deeply staring out the window into the sunset since we started
Just trying to
this.
process this. This sucks so much shit. I hate it. I hate it so much. Drake sucks so much now.
Drake does suck.
He
yes.
always was not that
He
great
was
in my
never good.
opinion, but like now he's just the fucking worst.
Like I said, he should have stayed in Degrassi, even when it didn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
You can just be sitting there.
This, like, 40-year-old guy playing at the time. Well, you know, high schooler.
And there was another fucking update just, like, yesterday, tangentially related. One of the biggest reactors that has been on Drake's side this entire time and has actually been extremely influential amongst just like the online music community in general for the past decade is this guy by the name of DJ Academics. Mm-hmm. Not an actual DJ. That's literally just his fucking like handle online. It's so
Okay,
dumb.
yeah.
Anyway, you totally got caught on Discord like saying some really disgusting shit to a 15-year-old streamer.
Ooh, lovely.
Never
Yeah.
meet your heroes. I mean, I don't know if this guy's anyone's hero, but, like...
Well, he's been glazing Drake the entire time, and Kendrick's point is these predators move in flocks.
Yep.
Beyond don't meet your heroes, don't fucking be a pedophile.
I mean, that
Yes.
would be
I know
the
that
number one rule, yes.
I know it should go without saying, but sometimes I'm just gonna fucking say that.
Apparently, there's lots of people that need to hear it, so.
Apparently, hopefully none of our listeners.
Yes.
Well, I think one of the things being entered into as evidence as possible payola collusion in that lawsuit involved a guest that was on Academic's show.
Interesting.
Because Academics has been super glazing Drake the entire time to the point where he kind of lost like some of
Credibility?
a lot of credibility this year and started even like losing Drake fans over it.
Yeah. I feel like this is only going to lose him more fans because,
I would fucking hope so if
Yeah.
he's saying inappropriate shit to a 15-year-old.
yeah.
I mean, it's not unlike fucking CC read that Neil Gaiman Vulture article, and we're not going into it because it's a podcast about liking things.
So that fucked me with me for a bit.
Yeah.
That's part of the other part of the reason why I threw myself in a podcast rather than anything actual story related.
Fuck.
But then when I popped out of it, we'll talk about happy things for a second. Went through all our creature... Okay, maybe not exactly happy things. Went through all our creature commandos, and goddamn, that show is heavier than I thought it was going to be.
I've only seen through, I think, the Weasel episode. I'm the episode before the Dr. Phosphorus one.
Yeah, so it never gets any happier than
No.
where you're at right now.
It's fucking Creature Commandos. I knew that real goddamn. It's so good, though.
It's so fucking good. And I had one of the most amazing experiences watching it because I started watching it and it's like partway through the first episode and I'm like, hey, I know this song. And it keeps going.
It's
and
fucking
I'm
Go
like-
Go Bordello.
And it keeps going and I'm like, hey, I think I know this artist too. And it gets to the closing credits of the first episode and I'm like, this is 100% Corpaclani. I gotta look up something up right now. Find the official Spotify playlist, open it up. And I already had like 7 songs on the official
Yeah,
playlist
it's
from the
great.
entire season because it's shit I listen to all the time. Looked up an interview. Part of James Gunn's writing process was creating a mood board based on the songs of Golgo Bordello and the Dresden Dolls. I used to walk to work to a Pandora station based off of Golgo Bordello, the Dresden Dolls, and Murder by Death. Every single artist on the soundtrack I already listened to often. And it made the show amazing for me.
Awesome.
The Dresden Dolls do hit a little different because, if we're being honest, Amanda
Yeah.
Palmer doesn't look great in that Vulture article either. Just looks way better than Neil Gaiman. But fucking GI Robots Let's Kill Nazis While Coin Operated Boy songs playing is like the best thing to come out of media in the last year.
And then other than that, like, Severance is back, and I'm all about it. It's probably like the best thing on TV right now. It's fucking fantastic.
I'm hearing that from everyone, so I guess I should just watch it
It's
because.
definitely the best thing Ben Stiller's ever done.
Okay.
Like, he's not in it, but he's the director and the executive producer on it.
Better than Heavyweights?
Dude, I love Heavyweights to death. Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Is it on season 2?
It's on season 2.
Okay.
Just started.
Okay.
And Animal Control is also back, and I've really been enjoying that.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun sitcom. Joel McHale works for Animal Control in the greater Seattle area, and hijinks ensue.
Oh,
All right, what's it on? Is it that on Hulu?
Hulu.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a Fox series.
I kind of want to watch that in the same way that I want to watch Tacoma FD. I just need
Also
like
fun.
Dude,
Is
highly
that also
recommend
on Hulu,
Tacoma
or-
FD. Haven't finished it, but it's currently streaming on Netflix.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I have Netflix again.
But I've seen at least the first 3 seasons of that. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I've watched it all. It's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Very funny.
I just need like more Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Very much Brooklyn Nine-Nine kind of workplace comedy energy, but like they're firefighters.
Yeah.
Me, okay. I've actually just been watching. I've been like going down like an early 2000s rabbit hole of things that I used to really like. So I've been rewatching the Gilmore Girls because it makes me feel good, and the world is on fire right now. So I've been rewatching
choice.
that.
Great
it's
choice.
such a good show.
Where are you currently?
Season 4.
Oh, Deb, you're cooking.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've been rewatching that. I rewatched Hedwig and the Angry Inch the other day. Fantastic movie, probably one of my favorites, definitely. And I also rewatched Death to Smoochie.
Yo.
Edward Norton and Robin Williams. That I will say that is in my top 5 of ever. Like the soundtrack, that everything about that movie.
That is such a
perfect.
weird fucking movie.
It is
I'm
so
into
weird.
it.
It is so weird and so like forgotten about, I feel like at this point, but it was so good. It was so well done. So yeah. That's I've just been kind of living like 20 years in the past at this point, but that's okay. So
Oh, yeah.
Out of curiosity, who's your favorite boyfriend for Rory and Gilmore Girls?
Logan. I'm Team Logan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Wait, what about you?
Why can I never remember his name?
Jess?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
definitely
Jess
Team
is
Jess.
definitely my second.
He's the worst when she dates him.
Oh
but,
yeah, but later
But when he stops being a fucking asshole, he's great.
he grows up. Yeah.
Once he grows up and realizes he's an adult, he's great.
Yeah. And Dean is horrible. Everyone's like, Dean's so sweet. I'm like, no, Dean's actually very controlling, and I don't want her with Dean.
Dean is disgustingly controlling
Yes.
and very manipulative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for Logan.
Jared Padalecki? Yeah,
I mean, he did a good
Nice.
job, but
Nice. That's my only endpoint. I watched like the first like episode of Gilmore Girls with my first girlfriend in college.
I have seen maybe 2 scenes.
2 episodes. I got
Not
through
even-
at least 2 trying it with her.
the writing
Chandra.
is good. There's I don't know.
100% makes sense. This is one of my wife's top 5 favorite shows. We've watched it at least 3 times since we've been together in the last 7+
Yeah.
years. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah,
Couldn't do it.
I get it.
Okay, so as all of us have been like super stressed out, just kind of hiding in things, just for reference, Trump was inaugurated for the second time a week before we recorded this. So if all of us sound a little like we're just fucking riding on the rail's edge, that's why.
We
And
are.
that's definitely the same reason that I hid away in Great British Bake Off as my big one. Still hiding away in wrestling. Saturday night's main event was 2 days ago. It was fine. It was not as good as the first one. I don't remember which ones I recovered last time. I definitely have watched the new Ranma 1/2. Which, have you ever seen any Ranma 1/2?
Just bits and pieces of the original series. I had never watched it in its like full run.
I actually recommend it in this one. The animation is really good. They do harem anime as much as like I openly enjoy cheesecake and like harem anime is fun as someone who watched and read Love Hina growing up. Harem anime is risky because more often than not it is the world's least likable man and a bunch of weirdly attractive women all throwing themselves at him.
And usually like wildly fucking cool women that I'm just like, why?
Yeah,
why?
all of
He's
you
just-
are fucking rad, and he is... And the point is, he's supposed to be the point of view character. Like, he has to be kind of generic so you can live out the fantasy through him. But they make him a completely they make them so generic they're unlikable. Ranma 1/2 is created by a woman, though. So it hits different.
Yes.
Both the main male and female lead have harems trying to form around them that neither of them want anything to do with.
I didn't is the original series a harem one? Because I didn't...
It's not accurate to call it a harem anime, really. It is a comedy martial arts romance manga.
And see, like, that's how I would describe the original series.
Sure, but also 4 women have thrown themselves at Ranma in the first 10 episodes. He ends up with 4 fiancés on accident at one point.
Well, he can turn into a woman, so I get it.
No, I'm just talking about the women at that point. Like, and then the Akane, his like main fiance, the main romantic pairing of it, also has like 12 different men throwing themselves at her, and both of them are like, "I just want to do martial arts. Please focus up here." So it's not a harem anime, but it has elements of like
Got it.
harem anime, but it's funny because it just kind of inverts it. Rumiko Takahashi, there's a reason she's probably one of the greatest comic creators of all time, worldwide. She also did Inuyasha, which didn't work for me as strongly, but people fucking love it, so...
I fucking love it. I watched a lot of it.
I like it, but because, as we were talking about before recording, I was the annoying hipster, especially as a middle schooler. I was like, oh, well, I read Ranma 1/2 first, so that's what the one I'm here for. And they're like, that one has a fox demon. I'm like, yes, but he could turn into a panda.
God, there's points where you tell me things and I wish I could go back to young hipster Zach and just like, why not both?
Oh, I watched both.
Okay, good. As long as you watch both, then I don't care.
Look, man, 12-year-olds are the worst, and like...
No, okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, no, not disagreeing.
No, I think you can finish there.
Yeah,
That's
just...
period. Full stop.
Well, rewatched all of Komi Can't Communicate in like 2 days, because I was like, just feed that fucking relaxing piano music into my brain.
Get it? Yep.
Yeah, you guys can just assume Shorzy with me.
Yeah, no, generally.
Yeah.
And then I have discovered a new manga that I am really enjoying called Nobu. It is like isekai, I don't remember the word, but basically it is a pub, bar, like small restaurant / bar from modern day Japan that connects to a fantasy world that is kind of medieval Germany.
Oh, interesting.
And it accidentally is like changing the shape of that world, because they just show up and they're like, here's this really amazing food, just hang out and relax, and they keep accidentally getting patrons that are like more and more important people in this world, like the grandfather of the emperor of like the nation they're in will come out and eat with them, and they're like discovering ways to work together over like the lessons they learn from food, which is very Food Warsy, except this is not horny. This is like chill and relaxing. There's a whole genre of manga that I never know how to like what it's called.
And then Meat shows up.
That's literally just vibes. Like the whole concept of this genre is just
Well, you lose me that it's
Cool
not
vibes.
horny. I'm less interested. Not uninterested, less interested.
Look, man, I apparently accidentally found softcore porn just by, like, grabbing a book in fucking your discount Hastings. So, why not both?
Why not both? Exactly. That's why I said less interested, not uninterested.
Now that I have Netflix, I am tempted to rewatch some Food Wars, though. I'm not going to lie.
That was one more. That was my last ingesting. I did also watch a single episode of Food Wars because I remade that apple risotto.
Oh.
And I made some changes to it. And it turned out really fucking good. I made it with sage sausage that I seared in the pan first. I then shredded some apple and put that in with my onions and deglazed the pan with a little white wine. Then did the recipe basically at the rest as is. I didn't add sugar to it this time like I did the first time.
Add bouillon, and you're like, I put an extra sugar for bouillon. And I'm like, that's not...
Yeah, I was high. I forgot.
You're a chef.
I was high. I forgot. And then I also incorporated the rest of the apple in like stages, like a little bit, like the last, like a third midway through, so it got a little bit cooked down, and then the last third at the very end. And then I put a fried egg on top. Very soft set yolk. Very tasty.
Oh, I mentioned last time that I was doing the, I had rewatched Masters of the Universe Revelation and then Revolution?
Yes.
Okay, I watched the other one, Revolution.
It's fucking baller, right?
I liked the first one much better, actually. I thought the second one was fine. It was good. The first one was, like, really examining a lot of things through fucking the lens of He-Man, which blew my fucking mind. Bill Shatner played his most Bill Shatner. Like, everyone else is, like, leaning into it. Mark Hamill is having the time of his fucking life playing Skeletor, and Shatner's just...
Shatner.
Yep.
But at least he didn't lean into being Shatner.
He didn't.
He was just Shatner.
Pause. Yeah. I liked it. I would watch it again.
How about that magical girl transformation sequence?
The magical girl transformation sequence was pretty rad. Like, I didn't have any place where there was a problem with it. I just thought that the first one, like, pushed the boundaries more, and this, in a lot of ways, felt much more like a traditional He-Man. In a lot of ways. Like, or like that kind of adventure cartoon in a lot of ways.
No, that makes sense.
I think if it had been... Because this one was only like 5 episodes.
Right.
If it had been a full 10 like the other one, I think it would have been better. There was just a couple of points where they're like, well, gotta be done now. Like, do not have time for the full exploration of this.
I do remember Kev talking about that on one of the podcasts, where I think they had originally... When they knew that their numbers were good enough to get the second season, I think the plan that they had in mind was a longer season. And then Netflix was like, but based on our numbers, we're giving you 5 episodes. And he's like, well, at least I get to make it.
Yeah, that's great. It was fun to have a finish up. I love that they finally called out, like, hey, maybe we should have democracy instead of fucking monarchy. Like, you can only either be king or soldier. And he's like, what if being king is bad? Like, no kings. Tila just was set up to do some really fun stuff, and then because they only had 5 episodes, they didn't give her, like, they fucking fast-forwarded through her, like, she had to grab the different magic powers.
I did kind of like the fast pace of this, I'm not gonna lie. They were just from one thing to the next, and I was like, cool, that's happening. Cool, that's happening. Look at this bullshit. This is great.
I mean, I watched it in a sitting and had a good time. So, like, it's not... Anytime I'm like, I didn't like it as much as the other thing, I always feel like I have to, like, defend... Like, I feel like I'm saying it's bad, and I'm definitely not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways. On the stuff that's real fucking good, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we will finish off some Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
So over the last couple months, I've picked up this curse of continually sitting on the remote and, like, fucking with the time.
That.
Yeah, no, I don't love it, and I don't know where it came from. It didn't happen ever, and then, like, at least once a week, I'll sit on the remote, and usually during, like, the most exciting scene that's happening, and I'll start going forward and backwards. And so Cece wanted it to be very clear that I announced this on the podcast because we do have a couple's agreement that if the doctor ever recruits one of us, we have to stop and go get the other one on the way. Like, we're gonna Amy and Rory this. We're not gonna Rose and Mickey it.
Fair.
But the rule is I am never allowed to touch the sonic screwdriver.
Okay.
Because it is just
that makes sense.
not to be trusted with me and my goon galoot nature.
I think you could be trusted to, like, hand it.
Oh no, I drop things.
But, like, if the doctor asks you to, like, pick it up and bring it to point B, dude, your literal whole job is, like...
Carrying.
Yeah,
thing.
50-pound bag of sugar, I'm fine. But, like, technology, God, no.
But, like, you can move stuff from point A to point B. I can trust you with the sonic screwdriver. I
you
wouldn't
can
trust
keep
you
up
to
with-
No, this new sonic
use-
screwdriver is way too remote-like.
This is... You
Oh,
bring
that's
up a good point, but,
I
like...
mean, if there's no couches or any way for you to sit on it, I think
As
you'll
long
be
as you
fine.
can't sit on the...
That is there's no chairs for you to sit on. You're
I mean,
good.
you keep up with the box cutter at work, so I mean, that seems.
I
nice.
lose it a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like, a lot.
We're gonna basically institute anti-homeless architecture just to keep you from sitting on the sonic screwdriver.
Well, the TARDIS doesn't have chairs.
Wait,
so
did you
we're
just
safe.
find the only rationale for anti-homeless architecture?
I don't like where this is going.
To keep Zach from fucking up
So-
the universe.
Yeah, I think that's the only rationale I can find.
Yes.
Where I
Then it would
accept
just
it.
be like anti-nuisance, not even anti.
She's going to be so happy that this led to this. So, just before we dive into the new episodes, because we mentioned it, what do we think of the new sonic screwdriver?
I love it, but I feel like I'm a very unpopular opinion on this.
No hard feelings, in all honesty.
I don't hate it, but it's so different that I have to remind myself what it is whenever it first gets pulled out.
That's fair. That's kind of where I'm at. It's weird to say this because the sonic screwdriver has never really actually been much of a screwdriver, but it doesn't feel like a screwdriver anymore. It feels like a new tool.
Feels like a notebook.
It's a remote.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the remote from Click 100%.
It makes me think of like an old school mouse on a...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
But also, it was never a screwdriver.
No, I-
so
But it always had somewhat of
it
kind
was
of a
oblong and
oblong
yeah.
handled, like it felt like a screwdriver's handle.
I feel like this would be more
At the very
comfortable
least.
in your hand, though. Like there's
Almost
a place
certainly.
for your thumb. You know,
I don't dislike this one, but like, especially back when I was much more of a stoner than I am, I got the 11th Doctor's sonic screwdriver as a toy, and I fucking loved hanging out and like just playing with that and annoying my roommates with it.
I have 12s.
I don't have. Oh, I love 12s, but I don't have that same urge for this one that I do with some of the other sonic screwdrivers. You're pulling out. Oh, 10s.
I also have 4s.
War Doctors.
War Doctors. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dope.
I have a couple of them. I have 10s.
I love.
I have 12s. I have 13s, and I have 4s. So
I love that the original Christopher Eccleston sonic screwdriver was so shitty that it kept breaking, and they eventually just got one of the toys because it held up better and looked about the same.
wait, really?
That's the story I heard. Don't know if it's true.
The War Doctor one is basically exactly screen accurate because they made it using a toy.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's great.
And they even do what they did on set with it because it was two of the different ones sort of put together. So there's actually like two different what would it be, like serial number stamps that you can see ringed around the bottom.
Oh, fun.
That's cool.
Well, I always liked that one
interesting.
because it is reminiscent in a lot of ways of like more traditional sonic screwdriver from the original series. God, I loved the War Doctor.
This iteration of the sonic screwdriver to me felt like a prop designer was told to make a sonic screwdriver and they'd never seen Doctor Who before. And they were just like told, okay, so it's a sonic screwdriver. It's not a screwdriver, but it's like his screwdriver. He's the doctor. This is his screwdriver. It can do basically anything. It basically does these things really well.
It feels like they were trying to move away from the "it's a magic wand," which is weird considering how much more mystical this season is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's dealing with more mystical stuff, but he's still very much like the last of the Time Lord sci-fi doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think it looks cool.
Oh, it's rad. And like I watched a video of Ncuti like showing off the little details and the,
Yeah.
stuff written on it. It's really interesting. It's beautifully designed. It's just like every other sonic screwdriver follows a basic thing. So you're like, oh, that was fine. But like I'm always curious about people's views of this one because it's so different.
I'd actually would love to have one. Mm-hmm. I would keep it next to my remote.
Yeah. And away from Zach's ass.
And away from Zach's ass.
The only one I don't... Well, no, it's my elbow a lot, too. Like,
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm a menace. We all know this.
You're like a cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Should we get you like a cone or something? What's the equivalent?
I don't think a cone's gonna help him from sitting on.
No, if anything, that's going to make it worse because I won't be able to
can't
have any
see.
peripheral vision.
Do we get your butt a cone?
I think the biggest problem is, like, there's a bunch of blankets on the, like, two-seater couch that's my spot on the living room, and I enjoy it because I can make my kind of nest, but it will fall into the nest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do the exact same thing in my
It's so
setup.
nice, though.
I'll lose my remote. I'll lose my phone. I'll lose my headphones somehow.
I've got my nest. Cece has her. She's got, like, her chair perfectly placed around all of her plants and under the grow light that she has for it. So she just, like, sits in the comfy chair with,
Under
like,
the light.
UV lights coming down. But, like,
Aw.
good. Oh, it's incredible.
Nice.
I sit in her chair when she's not there, and it feels like it just fucking popped a molly. Like, it's just like, I haven't seen the sun in months. I live in Montana.
Does
in
it really
January.
feel that good to sit under the lamp?
I mean, it doesn't actually feel like I took a drug that makes you all tingly, but, like, it feels good.
It's probably as close as you can get
I mean,
in Montana without doing the drug.
You know how you're like, oh, seasonal affective doesn't hurt me that bad, and then you get an actually warm day, and suddenly you feel like you're like gonna throw confetti everywhere? That's what it feels like.
okay.
So, with this episode that we're about to jump into, I no longer feel bad that I screwed up the watching last time because it would have irked me to no end to like the bad taste that ending on Dot and Bubble would have left in my mouth last episode.
I actually was not looking forward to rewatching this episode, and then I really liked rewatching this episode and watching bad things happen to bad people.
This was very interesting to rewatch because I rewatched it with my sister, who has not watched Doctor Who really at all, and was just in for a visit and watching it with me. And I knew how it ended, and she didn't. So,
Real quick, as a reminder, I mean, if you were listening to General Nerdery, forgot what show we're on for a sec there. If you're listening to General Nerdy, you obviously already know we do spoilers, but like, the entirety of this episode is utterly changed by the last 5 minutes, so definite spoilers if you have not seen this episode yet.
yes.
My experience with this episode was super interesting. I felt like the first 10 minutes of this episode, I was like, I feel like I've seen this, but this is another one where I was like, I felt like I've seen this before and they've done it better. Like cool social commentary on social media. I kind of get it. But as the episode kept going, like it kept building up steam and I'm like, oh, this is actually getting more and more interesting. Okay, the fact that she can't walk without it is a little bit over the top, but I'll fucking forgive it because it's Doctor Who.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes they gotta really hit you over the head with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doctor Who's not known for its fucking subtlety.
I mean, I kind of like that because, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but have I been looking at my phone before and totally walked into a freaking street light? Yes, I have.
In fairness, I walk into
So-
shit even when I don't have my phone there, so...
Okay.
I'm tall enough that I accidentally walk into trees a lot
Yeah.
while I'm looking down at my phone,
Yeah,
playing Pokemon Go.
exactly. So,
And then but it just kept ramping up, and I'm like, oh, this is getting really good. And then, like, he's offering for her to come on the TARDIS, and I'm like, oh, like, is this going to be the dilemma? Because we kind of know what she did last scene. And, like, he's usually a better judge of character than this. And then I'm like,
Well, he's not offering for
whoa,
her
that's
to become...
why she's bad?
I mean,
he's not offering her for her to become a fucking companion. He's
but like he's
let me
offering
take
to
you
just like, I will let can I do anything to please save you?
Yeah. But at the same time, he was beckoning just her for a moment before offering to save all of them. And I got it mixed up in that scene. I'm like, he's inviting her is this going to be what it... Oh, wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, real quick, first of all, who is the actress who plays Lindy Pepperbean? I know you have that pulled up.
Callie Cook.
Okay, one, credit to Callie Cook. She has an incredibly difficult role to play here.
Yeah.
And I think she does a really good job at playing a really awful person.
Yes.
And also, I watched this amazing, like, behind-the-scenes, like, preview for the upcoming episode kind of thing that came out before the episode came out, so they couldn't spoil it. And she's like, I'm Callie Cook. I'm playing Lindy Pepperbean in this episode. Lindy's... ... complicated. And, like, the level of emphasis that she put on complicated, because she can't fucking, like...
Spoil it.
Yeah, and infinite sympathy for this woman who has to do that.
I mean, did anyone else not see that coming?
I didn't
Okay.
at all.
I was spoiled
Wait,
on
let's just
this.
say that they're fucking racist? No, I didn't see it.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that is exactly what I mean. Did anyone else see the fact that we end on racism? I did not see that.
I mean,
it was
spoiled
subtle
on it,
enough.
so I knew, but I still had that, like, even knowing it was coming, had that still just like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was like, I thought it was good. I thought it was really well done in that sense. I liked the way that it like packed a punch in a way Doctor Who usually doesn't. Because you have this really weird episode, and then there's that, and you're like, oh. And it kind of just reframes everything.
sorry,
And-
Stephen, we interrupted you.
I like
There.
that.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
sorry.
You're good. I was interested in what Heidi had to say. I was just saying that it was like actually really subtly done. That like it's kind of a real last minute reveal, but like upon rewatch, there is little things here or there
Yeah.
that like you notice upon rewatch of like, oh, there's no people of color.
Right. And then how
Everyone
like
is
freak.
blonde other than Goth Brian, who's only sort of gothy.
And
See, I just
And
always
Pepper-
thought that they all
no,
looked
what was-
weirdly old.
what was her
yeah,
name?
that really is. They're like,
There's a
we're all
redhead.
18 to 20. Oh, yeah, she looks way older
And
than the
there's some
27.
like some of the guys have brown hair, but like
It's all
but-
kind of
but-
bottle blondie, though, still.
I feel
Yeah,
like
some-
the first sign is there when how I didn't realize it the first time, but the second time she is so freaked out by seeing him on her screen, she immediately blocks him.
Yeah, when you first see it, she's like, oh, this is a person I don't know. That's freaking me out. But then later on, they like have new people pop up and they're just like, oh, new person on my friends list. And like, so I didn't, but there was enough other stuff happening that I didn't quite
Didn't pick
catch
up.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dot was actually pretty kind of terrifying when it actually tried to kill. I didn't think the monster things,
The slug things.
the slug thing, I thought they were
just silly Doctor Who
didn't-
monsters.
yeah.
I kind of enjoyed
They were
them.
incredibly forgettable Doctor Who monsters.
Yeah.
Is kind of my like not awful, but just
I think that was also kind of the point in that they were supposed to be mass produced, like both figuratively and literally in the fiction. In that, like,
yeah. But when the dot goes through the dude's head, like that was fucking hardcore.
Yeah, that was
way
crazy.
scarier.
that was
than-
way scarier.
I agree.
Ricky, what is his last name? It's not Sunday. I always want to say Sunday. September.
September.
Ricky
Yeah.
September.
Ricky
yeah.
September. But like, he mentions like reading about the city, about how it closed before like a great abdication or something like that, and I was like, oh, I gotta go look up that word because that's interesting. And like little bits of talking about how people used to labor and things like, oh, fucking, they did little subtle things that makes it all make sense.
I
in the
really
end.
liked Ricky September, and I also didn't see that coming. What she
Oh yeah, that scene That I was not prepared for.
No.
Like, I hadn't been spoiled on that part.
So I thought, because like the only thing that happened to him was he had that shit dropped on him, but he was up and looking like spry again, right?
Yeah,
I thought she was setting up to fucking for him to whack it with a bat again.
Oh no, I
Nope.
immediately.
She just fucking tossed him to the goddamn wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked.
Like I thought it was a setup, not a setup.
Right.
Maybe it's good that he died, though, so we wouldn't have to find out if he was also hella racist.
I don't think he was.
I don't know. I'm going to choose to believe not. Okay, I will say, the one thing, the way he looks, he kind of made me think of, like, the dried up pop star from Empire Records.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
Which kind of killed, because they're like, he's hot. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Rex Manning.
Yeah. Something about him made me think of Rex Manning, so I was super ready to not trust him, and then he, like, turns out to be okay. And then it turns out everyone's awful.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
this
everyone
episode
is awful.
just gave me a lot of whiplash throughout it. It was very much all like it was like, oh, I don't trust him, but I guess I do trust him. He seems like a pretty reasonable guy.
It's a thing in Doctor Who where, like, you are kind of, like, set up to trust, even when it's not a Doctor-heavy episode, to trust the main character of the episode a little bit. They're usually not the true villain of it all.
Yeah. And I think I just like the way that it was all done, and I think that Ricky September was probably the only good one because he had like actually studied things and he had actually learned about, you know, all these things that I'm sure no one else gave a shit to learn about. So I bet he was like the only like non-racist one that entire.
I don't disagree, but I also wonder how much of this is us desperately looking for, like, one person to not suck ass.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I totally went the opposite direction. I was like, oh well, then I don't have to care that Ricky September died because he's probably racist.
If nothing else, there's probably some ingrained shit, but...
And if not, he's at least, you know, privileged.
Yeah. Oh, all of these are super rich. I definitely was...
Super rich colonizers
They
living
even
on
said
an
that,
off-planet
right?
thing.
Like you have to have a certain amount of money and be, yeah.
Yeah, well, and she's... Ruby Sunday, when talking to her, is like, oh, you're one of the rich kids. Or, oh, you're all rich kids. Duh. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to feel bad watching y'all die now.
Yeah.
So as long as it didn't have to be other people and could just be like cat pictures and memes and like podcasts, I kind of want a bubble.
The thing that weirded me out about the bubble is it's actually not that hard to see through the rest of the bubble.
Yeah.
The thing that weirded me out about the bubble the most was when Ruby and the doctor's little things turn out and push out to like face Ricky and and they're both like flirting with him relentlessly. It's like, okay, I get it. He's handsome. You guys like want to fuck. But like for some reason when they like turned around and broke containment of the bubble, that really upset me in a way that I was like, no, I don't like that.
Now that you pointed it out, it does sort of like... Why would it be programmed to do that? Because everyone should already be in a bubble.
The doctor, babe.
Because doctor.
I'm
His
going to start
response to-
using babes in conversation, I think, without even meaning to, because they do it so much here.
Yeah, especially as punctuation like that. Babes.
But if it had to be people, then like fuck the bubble. But if it's like all cats,
All cats. You just see
cat
cats.
memes, like Kevin Smith up in a corner.
I mean, I'm sure you can customize your bubble. I would assume.
Yeah, I guess. I would hate it and not use it, but that's a me thing.
Some porn.
Oh, well, could it all be porn all the
Yeah.
time? Except for like a little window so I could
I'm just
look
saying,
out.
as long as it doesn't have to be people. If it's always people, fuck this noise.
I
What
think...
kind of porn are you watching?
I think I mean, I think I would find it really overwhelming no matter what, especially someone who is taking active steps to, like, use less social media and all of that right now. I do think porn would be, like... because we're thinking about it, I think it's in the same way of, like, we joked about putting porn on our huge projector of, like, at some point it just... I'm pretty pro-porn, and that just becomes bad. Like, I don't need anyone's genitals that large or that many separate, like, pictures.
I mean,
like,
eventually you would just become oversaturated.
exactly. Like, I think, like, I would have an aneurysm and die if with the bubble.
That's why
like,
it's just one corner, and then the rest is all cat videos.
I feel like that would, like, confuse
no, I hate
your
that
brain.
almost more.
Yeah, I kind of hate that more.
Kevin Smith in the corner.
But legitimately speaking,
No,
okay.
because then he's just watching me, man.
Realistically, Fine Time will not have porn on it. And not like Tumblr doesn't have porn on it, where it does, but it's just like only for some reason bans like people that are just like porn creators and not the people just reposting shit. There will be no porn on Fine Time.
No,
and
I feel like it's like the
it's
weird
gonna be
Czechoslovakian shit.
no, dude. They don't pee.
Yo, that's true, actually.
oh.
Like,
They don't piss in this society. They don't fucking come in this society either. I
That's
guarantee
true.
they are
How
so.
do they wait? They don't pee?
they've
Well,
never
there's the Dr. P character that's literally billed as Dr. P on IMDb, and I thought that was
That's
funny.
hilarious.
That basically when
she's like, do I have to pee?
she wakes up and she's like, for the third day in a row, you've not had a pee. Incredible run, Pepper. And then like when she finds the monster, like she gets an alert
Your
from
need
like,
to pee.
and
Yeah.
has skyrocketed.
Oh. I mean, I
It is
just
a really weird
I
little...
just assumed that made her, like, walk to the bathroom, but I guess.
No, even when she went to the bathroom, she just... Like,
Yeah, they also have like some weird like common. It's not really fully explained, but like all of their clothes are supposed to be like secondhand, and like they're supposed to be really conservation forward, as far as I can remember, in little bits of it.
Oh.
everything is awful in Fine Time, and I kind of feel like in a lot of ways it's what all of the tech bros are really just legitimately trying to, like,
Build.
get us to. Like,
Absolutely.
weird social media 50s Americana?
Well, yeah, because if you live in your literal own bubble, then you don't see
I don't
the
even
world
mean the bubble, though. Like, the
exploding.
world around it, like, literally the way everything is designed, the way they dress, the way they... It all has a very kind of, like, 50s housewife, if... Like, 50s Americana, if run through an AI filter.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing to think about is that, like, so this whole city that they're living in was shut down, and I assume they basically purged non-white people from it at that point, based on the subcontext I picked up from it.
And the poor people and the...
Yeah, basically anybody that wasn't rich and white got banished from the city, and it got repurposed as a hub for them. So there's like a whole lore that they set up of the city that existed before Fine Time got there.
But it's basically just like social media influencers and of a certain age, right?
Right.
Not even the influencers,
Yeah,
though.
that's
Like,
true.
because for the most part, other than, like, Ricky September, it's just shitty
kids.
rich kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I did feel such mixed emotions when they're, like, talking about how boring it is to only work, but even though they have to work only 2 hours a week or 2 hours a day or
2
whatever
hours
it
a
was.
day.
And they're like, oh my god, so boring. And on one hand, get the fuck over it. You're only doing it for 2 hours. On the other hand, it does look and sound boring as all fucking get out.
Yeah,
whatever
that
it
was the
that
thing
they're
is,
doing.
what are
Like,
they do? So basically they're sitting there and sitting there and sitting on fucking Fine Time.
Choosing groups of numbers by vibe and sorting them.
They're doing some kind of administrative bullshit.
Something about clearing substacks is what I heard. My brain can remember, but I didn't understand it. I feel like they were server processing information for the home world. Is what I was understanding.
But how did they know to do that? Like, how?
But
did
I
they do
think that. I think it might have been just like they were being fucking used as like
Macro data refinement.
Oh.
What the fuck does that even... It doesn't mean anything, I have to assume, but...
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Yeah.
The point is, it's pointless scut work for white-collar bullshit. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Man, it's satisfying watching...
Fuck, you put that way, and that really described it succinctly.
Yeah.
That has really made me understand it in a whole new light.
It's amazing how much I hated the one kind of hipster-looking guy that's like, we're gonna go out into the woods and do whatever we want. I'm gonna put myself forward as leader. And I was like, I somehow hate you more than Lindy Pepperbean, and you have 2 lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just shut up, guy, and you've already set a tone that I am not fucking here for.
Part of it, I think, is being in your early 20s in Montana, particularly when I did, like, Montana Conservation Corps, and there were a few dudes like that who were, like...
Yeah.
Outdoorsy in a social media way is really fucking bizarre the older I get.
Yeah, the social media way of anything is more
true.
bizarre the older I get.
I love the wilderness and being outside, and I love taking Instagram live videos of it. I'm like, look, man, I'm addicted. I'm actively addicted to my phone. I checked it multiple times during this podcasting session, and you have still wildly missed the point in a way that makes me judge you. Like,
yeah, and I get, like, taking photos of, like, beautiful scenery.
oh, sure.
But, like, if it's your whole fucking shtick, that's odd to me. I don't understand that.
We say as we beam all of our thoughts out across the internet.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's normal. Podcasting's fine.
You've taken it too far, sir.
He did it on video.
Have you noticed that the doctor, like, doesn't save a lot of people this season? And a lot of times...
a lot of people fucking die this season.
A lot of people die, but not just that. A lot of times when the world is saved, it's the people around the doctor doing the saving. It's
a lot of times when people are saved, it's back to status quo, and, like, no one really... It's everybody that died is back.
I don't even just mean that way, but, like...
I mean, he actively saved Ruby.
Yes, he does save people. But, like, Peter Capaldi had that whole thing of he's just a madman in a box, wandering around, passing through, helping out. Ncuti doesn't seem to... Something doesn't help. But it seems like he's much more of a spectator to things that are happening, as opposed to, like, Christopher Eccleston overthrowing whatever the station was called that was doing all of, like, the reality shows. Or, like, a lot of the other doctors tended to show up and, like, trigger revolutions and, like, directly save people by doing his wild shit. And Ncuti does that here, but not as often. And it's usually the people around him that do the saving more. It definitely comes up a lot, like, in the Christmas special when we get to it. Honestly, Ncuti does actually not have a ton to do with how it was saved, other than he kind of brought the people around who saved it for him.
Yeah, he's more of a passive observer in that episode.
I think he's just more of the, like, adventure doctor.
And I'm not saying this as a critique of it. I actually... Having finished it, I think this is my favorite season of Doctor Who in a long time. At least since Bill and Capaldi and Nardole. And, like, it's easily in my top 3. This season fucking slaps.
This season's really fucking
He has
good.
become my favorite Doctor, and I'm not ashamed to admit that, because...
I'm not going to say that because the current Doctor is almost always my favorite Doctor. Until I watch some old Doctor and I'm like, oh, but wait...
It's hard. He's definitely making a hard fucking run for top.
Oh, he's
pick.
up there. I just
if not the favorite. We'll have to see how season 2 rolls out. In all honesty, for me personally, but fucking it, like, to your point of how it seems more like he's there and other people are doing saving type certain situations. A lot of times, it does feel like they set up that kind of tone early on in Space Babies, where he's like talking to Ruby and he's like, I'm constantly going on to the next thing. I'm all about, I have no purpose, I have no like code, I just explore.
He does seem to bring out the best in people.
I was going to say, the
thing.
big thing seems to be, like, it's other people doing it, but they're doing things because they're trying to either emulate the Doctor or live up to something that they saw or a way that they interacted with him.
Yeah.
Because, like, Trev wouldn't have thought he was on a mission without the Doctor.
Dude, Trev is so fucking good. Okay.
Trev is my favorite part of that whole thing.
Yeah.
I really wanted to say Frenchie, but...
Yeah. Oh,
I know, right? I got distracted the entire time. That guy's just going to always be Our Flag Means Death.
Yo, dude, I totally headcanon that Frenchie's just in this and it's Frenchie. And unfortunately, Frenchie died.
Heidi, have you seen Our Flag Means Death?
I've seen a few episodes.
You absolutely
I know.
have to fucking...
I know I do.
I first encountered him in Plebs, so I also think I know there, but...
But we keep jumping ahead to an episode I didn't like as much.
Honestly, same.
Rogue.
Oh, the Doctor dances, but for the Doctor instead of for Rose?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I love this episode.
I love this episode, too.
I love this episode,
mean,
too.
Partially just because Jonathan Groff and Indira Varma.
Yes.
Dara Farmer's great.
Yeah, the bride, after watching Creature Commandos, then being like, hey, it's the bride.
She was also, this is not her first run with Doctor Who, because she was in Torchwood back in the day.
Oh.
She's the one who's like the traitor in the very first episode who comes back once or twice.
Oh, cool.
This is the episode one, watching my wife get so excited about how openly, explicitly gay and the chemistry between these two.
Yep, that was, yep.
Love it. Absolutely. Love her excitement. Loved watching it. 100% agreed. Those guys had great fucking chemistry.
He'll be back. I can tell.
I've never...
Oh my god.
This is the episode.
I've never
I can't
thought...
believe I didn't make that connection before. I really should have.
I've never thought about the Doctor in a sexual capacity, personally. But fuck
I just
me.
realized that's the guy from Hamilton. That's why you did that.
Yes.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
But fuck me, do I want them to fuck. I want them to fuck so bad.
So this is the episode that really made me appreciate how Doctor Who is really the last of the lost art of the Monster of the Week show. Mm-hmm. Monster of the Week format show. And I remember as new stuff was coming out, people were arguing that, like, they should update Doctor Who to no longer be one-off Monster of the Week episodes. And like, it wasn't back in the day. You know, it used to be serials. It's like 4 or 5 part stories. All of it was
And
the
they
Terror
kind
of
of
the
did that
Autons
with
or whatever.
Jodie. With Jodie.
Especially in the final season. And there's, like, it was revolutionary and literally based off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer when RTD brought this back. And so they're like, all right, they updated it for modern day. We should update it again. And I'm so glad they didn't, because, I mean, we've talked about it a lot on the show over the years. My absolute love of the Monster of the Week format. And this one really encapsulated it. And I think it's because, and the chemistry's out of this fucking world, but it was such a Will Riker on Star Trek level of falling in love with someone fucking immediately. And like the chemistry's working and I'm into it, but every once in a while I'm like, you met him 3 hours ago. Calm it the fuck down. Like,
Will you guys just fuck already so that you can, like...
get this out of your system.
You guys are too horny for each other. You need to fuck for the sake of everybody around you.
It's true.
And me.
But it's,
And I kind of thought that just kind of like played into the whole like Bridgerton cosplay thing.
I see. I've
But
not
it
seen
just
Bridgerton,
kinda
so
made sense.
I have to roll with that.
I've only seen the
there's
newest
lots
season.
of sex, so
Yeah, I know what it is.
mean-
I've just never seen it.
It's surprisingly fucking steamy.
I mean, it's Shonda Rhimes, of course, it's steamy, but
Like, I was not prepared for how explicit it was.
But it's just like, I can't remember the last time that I watched a TV show where they introduced a character, basically made him the love of the main character's life like this, and then wrote them out by the end of the episode, even if they put in a way where he could come back if they wanted him to. Like that used to be such a, from fucking Xena Warrior Princess to Briscoe County Jr. to, I already said Will Riker. He does it like fucking 5 times a season.
I feel like it reminded me of TK Tech Girl and
yeah, exactly.
And
Farscape. That's an example. But also, it made me so happy because that's the first time I have ever seen that format that is this explicitly gay.
Yes.
Like, let's enjoy Monster of the Week television, but make it gay.
So gay. Because it was so delightful.
Yeah, it was good. Might be my favorite episode of the season as a standalone.
It's so good. And like, it's just, because it's just, I feel like it's just peak Doctor Who, because it's just.
Although then I remember 73
ridiculous.
Yards.
73 Yards is brilliant. This is just, I think, one of the best examples of the style of a, like, kind of show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's very fun.
Well, and they really lean into it. Like, the gun that he pulls on the Doctor is the goofiest looking fucking gun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the gigantic, and it works.
It looks like a fucking blunderbuss.
Exactly.
Because that's like part of the cosplay thing, right? It's all part of the whole. But
then add into it, like, in classic Doctor Who form, the more you think about the plot, the less it fucking makes sense. This alien species is cosplaying Bridgerton and, like, destroying reality in the process, because they're, like, time traveling to do it, and if they go through the way that they're going through and making wars and shit, they're gonna destroy the world, and there will be no Bridgerton. Like, they're creating a fucking causal loop. Okay. And the way they beat them is a bizarre... Like, the only way to beat these weird bird people is a bizarre trap that you have to get in very specific areas that keeps them from, like, being able to, like...
Yeah.
The plot is not strong, but everything else around it is really strong, and that's kind of a Doctor Who thing. You can get plot, characterization, or special effects, but never all three at once.
Yes, and this time we got but make it gay, so I will take it.
I'm not saying this as a negative. It actually, if anything, I think adds into the charm of the show, because they're like, look, man, we just need something to get us from scene to scene to scene.
Mm-hmm.
And find an excuse to have them kiss. Also, I will say, obviously Rogue was, like, kissing to get the button, whatever Deus Ex Machina device to set off the trap. That was very obvious.
That was not the only reason.
No, that was the prize inside.
No,
that was the bonus.
Yes, that was the bonus.
Let me finish.
Well, he'll be the prize inside later.
But, like, the point of it, like, the reason why he's doing it at that specific moment.
Right, yeah.
Because, like, I was having this, like, boys, you have shit to do right now. And he's like, no, he's obviously trying to get the thing. And I get that from Rogue's point of view. The Doctor's just, like, crying, sad, kissing the pretty boy. Oh, right, shit's going on. Like, sir, I need you to focus up right now.
I assumed he was going to switch places with Ruby. And then they kissed.
I was not
like,
surprised by all of it. As I said, I don't think anything other than how openly gay this was a surprise in the show. I just think that it like landed every beat of this style of show perfectly.
Yes, it did.
Also, that bird makeup one must have been a pain in the ass to sit for, because it looked like detailed and it was gorgeous.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Also, at first I thought the woman that Ruby was hanging out with was going to be a figure from British history that I didn't recognize right offhand. Emily. And I was like, oh, is it Emily Dickinson? Nope, timeline's off.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I realized she wasn't a historical figure, I'm like, she's one of the bird bitches. Like, I picked that up really fucking fast.
One of the bird bitches.
I enjoyed the battle mode fight sequence. Speaking of that, bird bitch. I thought it was very funny.
I was going to say there's something super interesting about this episode, and when it's revealed that the Doctor is the Doctor by showing all the incarnations, we see Richard E. Grant.
Shit, it does show the Shulka Doctor, doesn't it?
Which one's that?
So Richard E. Grant. Okay, so Doctor Who canceled in 1987, whatever. They do the Doctor Who TV movie, which we've covered. I don't think you were there for that. The
No.
one with who was Eighth Doctor?
Paul
Paul
McGann.
McGann. Thank you. And then no Doctor Who happens again mostly until 2005 with
There was like radio stuff.
Christopher Eccleston. Yeah, there's the radio stuff. There's
And there's the
movies
Big
and stuff.
Finish stuff.
Yeah.
But they did a webcast, webisodes, animated Doctor Who with Richard E. Grant. Richard E. Grant as the Doctor, and Derek Jacobi, who would later go on to play the Master in disguise as the Master, trapped in the Doctor's TARDIS, and it's an adaptation of an unfinished Doctor Who episode called Scream of the Shulka.
Was that written by Douglas
Adams, who did Hitchhiker's Guide. Now, they've done like 14 different versions of Scream of the Shulka
Yes,
by
they
this
have.
point. They fucking love this lost episode.
It's
When Doctor Who was relaunched, they were like, we are not touching that fucking Richard E. Grant thing. And I've seen it. It's actually like worth watching. It's interesting. It's very Flash animation 2003 kind of.
okay.
Until the relaunch, between the webcast and New Who actually starting, the BBC website counted it as canon.
Because he was
Interesting.
the ninth Doctor. And then they did Eccleston. And they were like, we're not touching anything from the other stuff.
Huh.
It's the same reason that that most of the Eighth Doctor stories aren't mentioned at all, because also the Eighth Doctor shit gets fucking wild in the novels. They have a whole different time war that really leans into weird shit that you can do in novels with the concept of time that you could not do in TV. The Time War is not against the Daleks. It's against a group called Faction Paradox that is a group that was created out of a paradox.
Oh.
And yeah, Gallifrey's blown up like 4 times.
Okay.
Just paradox.
Yeah.
It's a whole fucking thing.
Seems a bit overkill.
I was also, in this episode, I was just kind of in love with the reference to Willy Wonka.
Yes, me too. It made me really, really happy.
Wait, where was...
The
didn't
Doctor
know-
sings some of Pure Imagination.
Oh, yeah, shit, you're right. I forgot.
And I legitimately listen to Kylie Minogue's Can't Get You Out of My Head at least like once a month, if not more. The fact that that was played this episode made me really happy.
Oh, just because I was thinking of it, with Richard Grant would go on to play the Great Intelligence against Matt Smith.
Oh.
So the guy that made the snowman and the guy that, like, went to the Doctor's grave on Trenzalore and destroyed himself through a weird Doctor Who shenanigans.
Okay, this completes the context that you gave me a few weeks ago on a trailers episode when we watched The Death of the Unicorn.
Yeah, because Richard E. Grant is in that.
And you brought up this, and okay, now I know the full Richard E. Grant
So
Doctor Who
he's
saga
played
now.
the Doctor, he's played...
Well, he
the
was
Great
also in The
Intelligence.
Curse of Fatal Death as the Doctor.
You're right. Oh my god, if you have not watched Curse of Fatal Death, you absolutely have to. It came out during There Was No Doctor Who. It is a 8-minute thing written by Stephen Moffat, who ended up running Doctor Who for a while and wrote Boom and the Christmas episode, but we'll get to that. And it's Rowan Atkinson playing the Doctor, among
What?
other things.
Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean.
Okay.
Black Adder. Dude, they had the entirety of Black Adder on DVD at that place. I going after my paycheck. But
Yeah, same. I need to go back after my
so I know what you and I are up to on Friday. But it is the Doctor and the Master versus each other, and the Doctor dies 8 times in it. And just keeps regenerating into different people. And it's actually the first time we see a female Doctor. Because it ends with a woman who kind of looks like Jodie. If Jodie was in 1995. Regenerating and leaving to marry the companion. It's funny. Is really
Awesome.
what it is. It's people who love Doctor Who poking fun at Doctor Who.
Yeah, okay, here's all the doctors in Curse of Fatal Death. Rowan Atkinson, already mentioned. Richard E. Grant, Jim Broadbent, Hugh Grant,
What?
Yep.
and then Joanna Lumley is who it finishes on.
Oh, nice.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
That's
I need to
fine.
watch
For like
this.
a scene.
I've never
Like,
seen
not
this.
even a scene. It's like 30 seconds of
I don't really have anything else
Yeah,
for
Rogue's
Rogue.
pretty
It's
simple.
fucking great. It's just a really solid one-off.
it very much Rogue is when he's like, I had someone and then I lost them. I'm like, is it Captain Jack Harkness? Because you are really and I don't necessarily say this as a negative. You are desperately attempting to tap into like what we all loved about Captain Jack Harkness. But in a modern day where you can make him even more explicitly gay and without the baggage that is the actor who plays Jack Harkness.
Legend of Ruby Sunday?
I wish I had watched the Christmas special on a different day than I had watched these two, because I watched the final 2 episodes and then this, and then that like in one sitting. And I think I would have liked the Christmas special better if I wasn't fucking chasing the high of these two. This is, I think, one of my favorite season finale 2-parters of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It's something RTD was so fucking good at every single time.
Yes.
I accidentally watched the last 3. I watched Rogue and then the last 2 episodes in one go. Because me and Kat, we started it, we watched Rogue, and then we watched the first part of the last 2 episodes.
See,
and
that just sounds like a really nice night.
and it was great. It was great. We finished it like right at that time, and it was perfect. And I was like, we finished the second. We finished the Legend of Ruby Sunday, right? Is that, and then we have to watch this next episode, and then we did, and then yeah.
I love the relationship that the Doctor has with Unit at this point, where they both like, we saw in the Day of the Doctor, the 50th anniversary special, the things that they do to like work around the Doctor, the fact that they meet all of his companions and like erase their memory of the occasion and what, like they vet everyone for him because they know he doesn't. And like they do their stuff working around, but I also love the revelation that the Doctor is super fucking aware that they're breaking every one of the rules he gives them, and just it's like, yeah, okay, you're bad at it, so I'm not worried. Him making fun of their time travel technology was so fucking fun.
Yeah,
It
the
was
time
so
window.
good.
Yeah, that was a great bit.
Also, it's obvious that a unit has that Disney budget because, damn, it looks nice in there.
Oh,
It's also funny though because it does, but then also when you look at like the closest comparison is kind of S.H.I.E.L.D. from Marvel, and it is like still, even with that Disney budget, the most Wish.com fucking S.H.I.E.L.D.
But it's Doctor Who, so it's supposed to be.
Again, not saying it as a negative, and I would rather deal with Unit than S.H.I.E.L.D. any day of the year. But
my sister said it looked like knockoff Avengers Tower.
I am 100% sure that's on purpose.
Yeah.
I love that Donna's daughter, that Rose is there.
Yeah, I got me and Kat both got notably
But
excited
also, I
to
can't
see Rose.
figure out how old she's supposed to be because, like, I would think like 15, but obviously, if she has a job, like
Her,
in unit, like
although they're very clear that she doesn't get to do shit for the most part.
yeah, that's true. She's just kind of hanging out.
I was thinking like 17.
Yeah,
It is hard to say. I think she's still in high school in the specials from last
that's
year.
right. Okay,
But I got the sense that it's like late high school, so she might have just graduated.
yeah,
But also, it is very much a thing that Kate, at this point's hiring process, is pretty much just grabbing anyone who has met the Doctor and not died.
that's true.
Good point.
But I feel like it just, but it's Doctor Who.
You're not wrong, yeah.
Timelines don't have to line up, but I feel like it just wasn't enough time for her to be that old.
It's
And
also one of those things that it is not helped by the fact that actress
It's like 20.
is
Something.
clearly too old to play a high schooler, but having to play a high schooler. And again, another kind of perfect encapsulation of the Monster of the Week genre, because fucking Tom Welling was like 30 and he was trying to play a freshman Clark Kent in the first season of Smallville.
True.
I saw like most of all of Smallville on DVD at that
I already
store.
have it all. Otherwise, I would, yeah. Somebody save me. No, we do not have time for this. We are way too obsessed with this store.
So this and Empire of Death kind of blend together, right?
Yes, I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
it's a two-parter.
It's a two-parter.
So, okay, Hydee, you're the only one I can think of that might have. Have you seen the original Sutek episodes?
I have not seen that one.
Okay. Because I've watched some classic Doctor Who, but not a bunch. I know you've seen some.
I've seen some,
classic,
but I haven't seen that
and
one.
I don't know.
Was that
actually.
fourth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they do show Tom Baker, so I know for sure.
Oh,
it's
that's
fourth.
right. Yeah.
And he said he's with Sarah Jane Smith, so it had to be either 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Boys, I don't actually know what your relationship is with old school Doctor Who.
I've seen a very tiny bit, but
Okay.
like I couldn't even tell you of what other than it was Tom Baker.
Sure.
I think I've seen
And not even
an
like a full
episode of Tom.
episode.
I think I've maybe seen an episode of Tom Baker, and then I think I've tried to watch the first episode that's available.
Yo, so well, that's the very first one. Sometime we should do the very first episode. That'd be so fucking funny.
Does that have Susan in it?
Yeah. Also, the Doctor kidnaps 2 of Susan's teachers and then tries to beat a caveman to death with a rock.
Like you do.
After teaching cavemen fire. It's a fucking wild episode.
You taught them fire, so you got to beat them to death with a rock. Now, it's not like you're going to get a gun and shoot them. Like, that'll fuck up the timeline.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you've not seen what Sutek looked like in classic Doctor Who, you owe it to yourself to see. It's actually, like, not a bad design. It's just definitely not a bat dog thing.
Oh, yeah. They just straight up took some Egyptian culture and sci-fi bullshit that out.
Yeah, they had about $4.
Except, what was it with the Egyptian thing? Cultural appropriation.
That was a great bit. That really tickled me.
Ironically, it's probably the other way around in the world of Doctor Who, though, because the Osirans are a species that came first, and I am curious about there's this pantheon of gods. Because there's
Yeah, I looked into
Sutek,
this.
there's the Toymaker,
Yeah.
there's the Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing to believe Fenric, who was a 7th Doctor opponent, would count, because he's the same fucking thing. There's, I guess, the Beast, who would be, and I think they mentioned him here.
Let's see. Known members include of the Pantheon of Discord, the Trickster, Krampus, the Toymaker, Maestro, the Mara, Reprobate, the Incensor, the Doubt, the Dread. And that's all that's listed here.
Trickster shows up in Sarah Jane Adventures, I know. I don't know. I feel like I should know the Mara, but I don't.
I looked it up, and it's like a deep cut one. There's like a weird snake tattoo thing. That's all I can remember about it. It seems like a long built like kind of lore you could tap into.
I think a large part of it is it just used to be a thing more often to show up against, a godlike entity, especially in sci-fi. In the same way
Oh,
that
definitely.
Q in Next Gen or original series had like 4 different versions, that it makes sense that they would decide to like organize that a little bit.
So apparently Rose is supposed to be 15.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That was what the actress was
I'm
told
not
when she
judging
got the
you.
role. Yeah, no. I mean,
Okay, so then that means
but I mean,
that okay, and 73 yards, that means she just like just gets a job there at maybe, 16? Because it's a year later. No, it's a couple years later.
Mara. Rose, not Ruby.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I lost the thread there for a second. Real hardcore.
Rose
Donna's
is
daughter.
15. Ruby is 19. So she's
Okay.
20 at the point of
That's
73
fine.
yards.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay, I misunderstood that entirely. My apologies. Moving forward.
I do want more of Rose and Ruby together.
Me
like
too.
that was,
I think they'll have a really
I
great
thought they were
friendship.
fun together.
They were delightful. I did like the misdirect with the whole Susan thing.
I want Susan to come back so much. Like, and it would have been a great one to bring back for, basically the 60th anniversary season. She left in season 2.
2.
And she appeared in the 20th anniversary special, but that's
Why
it.
didn't
We've
I
not
put?
seen
I
Susan
can't believe
since.
I didn't put that together.
It definitely
I
feels like
forgot
they're
about
setting
it.
up a longer game with like the Pantheon, Susan, a couple of things.
I was kind of hoping that Mrs. Flood was going to secretly be Susan, but she is far too sinister.
Who is she?
No idea.
I mean, we're not supposed to know, but holy shit!
Cece and I think she's part of the Pantheon as well. 'Cause
Really?
she's like, what was it?
She obviously knows lots of things.
But like when her and the grandmother Cherry are dying, she's like, "Do you believe in the power of prayer?" And then like, "Well, tell your maker that I will meet him in the golden gates of hell by my true name," or something like that.
Tell your maker I will come to storm down his gates of gold and seize his kingdom in my true name.
Huh.
If you're gonna be showing like gods and shit, that sure fucking sounds like
Well, and right before she dusts, she's like, I had such plans.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
What the fuck is she gonna be?
It is possible that she's the boss that they mentioned, or that could be a different setup because
She's actually the beast in the pit.
I wouldn't be surprised, but like the Meep, Beep the Meep talks about like, wait till I tell the boss before she's taken away.
Oh.
So it's possible that she is in some way the boss, whatever that is, or he's just really laying the groundwork to bring up future or other villains in the hopes of getting more seasons, because we still don't have a season 3 confirmed.
Well, we haven't even gotten season 2 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but season
they-
2's already done filming.
Well,
Like
they have
filmed
to
them
air
back
it
to
first,
back.
right? Oh.
Sure, but like, I don't know. This is the first time that I have felt there's a real chance of Doctor Who being canceled in a while. I don't think there's a huge chance because it is really cheap for Disney and it's not like, top of the line, but it still performs well.
Yeah.
Neat little bit of trivia. The actress that plays Mrs. Flood, Anita Dobson, is married to Queen's guitarist, Brian May.
Oh, that's fun
Okay.
trivia.
Her a bit at the end, and I know I'm skipping, but like her bit at the end where she's like, "And what about the doctor? I hate to tell you, it ends in terror and something." And I was just like, "Fucking," but she looks like fucking Mary Poppins.
Yes.
There. Like,
So that actually leads into something that like I kind of felt about this whole season is that in some ways it's obviously quite a bit different. This season to me felt like a better version of the Impossible Girl saga.
Ooh, that's a good way of putting it.
Russell T Davies is better at the overarching season subplot that builds up at the end than Stephen Moffat was.
Yes.
Moffat's ideas were more original, but they got so esoteric that they became nonsensical.
He's better at single episodes.
Yes.
He's
He's
great
good
at
at
the
really
one-off
good one-off
episode.
episodes.
You kind of gotta give him just a bit of runway.
Yeah.
Give him too much, and he's going to get off course.
I think it's the George Lucas needs someone to tell him no kind of thing. Ironically, as much as I enjoyed Boom, I kind of wish Stephen Moffat had not come back for more episodes. I was thinking about this today. Like, he says, Joy to the World might be his final episode. If this is his final episode writing Doctor Who, that's a disappointment. Because Twice Upon a Time, his final Peter Capaldi one, I thought was the perfect send-off for him on this show. And Boom is great, and Joy to the World is fine. It is a middle-of-the-road Christmas special.
Before we get into
yeah.
Sorry,
I just want to finish up that two-parter.
Yeah.
So much more important.
There's a lot there that we didn't touch
Yeah,
on.
there's a lot.
But like, I overall really loved the two-parter, and
Me
really,
too.
really loved everything about it, with exception to one thing that stuck in my craw and still is, and I didn't enjoy. But the whole bit of Ruby's mom apparently pointing to the street sign that says Ruby Road.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
It is. It's bad.
And then them just taking that to mean that, oh, she was naming Ruby.
I don't necessarily have a problem with the fact that it turns out that Ruby is just a normal person and she's important because people decided she was important.
I really like that, actually.
I
But I
actually-
think the whole road sign thing was a little dumb.
It
That's
doesn't.
what the sequel trilogy should have been. This.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the hints don't line up for that to be a thing.
Yes. And overall, like rewatching the Devil's Cord episode, like they set up some stuff that I was like, the song stuck in her heart is Carol of the Bells because of Christmas. That's all it is. That it's just Christmas.
Or the snow like it doesn't.
But I
Like, that
think
time
that's
is
the
so-
point, though. It's supposed to be ordinary things that make it extraordinary.
Sure, but I don't know. Like
But
I just feel like
They
there
don't know.
is.
Yeah.
And like that, the ordinariness of that worked for me because that seems to be a theme that Doctor Who has set up. Of like, what's the bit like in 900 years of space and time?
I've never met someone not important.
Exactly. So like, even in the ordinary thing of being a person and making a conscious decision to try and give your child a better life, this person did an act that was so essential to another person that it created enough of a rift in time to save the universe.
I feel like it still might be bigger and like will eventually wrap around again.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like
Yeah.
I think 73 yards is the reason that I
yeah.
think that's gonna be,
I agree. I
because
think
it
there's
gets
still too
referenced
much
again in those two episodes.
I do love that we.
I thought they were
Ticked
going to
back
leave it
in here.
alone until 73 yards
Oh.
became a bigger thing in that final
Because it's
episode.
the edge of the
Because she-
perception filter.
Yeah, like I had to explain that to my sister because we skipped a few episodes ahead and I was like, oh, that's some information that I'm going to just
that's right, 'cause
explain to you.
Because Ruby just immediately said 73. And I was like, how do you know that? And she was like, I just do. Like,
Yeah, I think they're still going to wrap back to that
think they'll
again
have to.
somehow.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get Ruby back.
Yeah.
I think it's like however long.
I think
Russell
it's been
T.
confirmed that
Davies-
she's in the next season.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say it's like to me it feels like one of those things like however long RTD is gonna stay on for this run, it'll be part of what caps off this run. Like
Yes.
that's gonna be the bookend is what was set up by 73 yards.
I fully agree. I think that is an excellent takeaway from what we've seen so far.
Or at least Ruby's story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
Otherwise, I fucking loved it. I loved the whole concept, like, in it. Like, it worked for me upon rewatch even more.
yeah.
Having Kat remind me of that quote that I can't remember. About no one being unimportant or
Yeah.
that I'm misquoting every time, yeah.
I have a little problem with the idea that Sutek has just secretly been attached to the TARDIS
This entire time.
this entire time.
mean,
because
yeah.
it's been
Especially
scanned-
with some of the bullshit that's happened to the TARDIS.
Exactly. It's been scanned several times. It's been destroyed a few times. The universe exploded around the heart of the dying TARDIS and then was reborn thanks to Matt Smith.
Also,
Like, it just...
is there two Suteks? Because they split the TARDIS.
that too. Like...
Or did he just latch onto this one?
Oh, yeah.
Or did he
Fun.
just go with, like, when he hit it and it turned into two, he's like, that one. Like, I'm staying here. It doesn't, it's a fun little story. I don't, like, and I rolled with
like,
it.
I like the jukebox.
it's just one of those things that when you stop and think about it, like some of the aspects of Rogue or whatever, I went, I have questions that you're not answering here, that like this doesn't fit, but I also don't care because it's rad. And Sutek looks really cool. They got the same actor back
Oh, cool.
to play Sutek again,
really?
fucking like 40 years later.
That's awesome. There was one little detail.
It's not the original actor though,
Oh, I
because
thought it
he
was.
has passed. No, it's the actor that last portrayed Sutek. The
Oh,
last time
so in
he
like one of
popped
the
up.
Big Finish or something.
Because the actor that first portrayed Sutek, his last time appearing on the show was as the voice of the Beast in the Pit.
Jesus Christ. Keeping up with Doctor Who.
It's
It's
a
the
lot.
fact that they only have 6 or 7 actors in Britain, so they have to reuse them.
I did like this little detail. It's like when Mel is like, I guess like dying or whatever, she's like kind of like, she says she's just tired. She's holding the Seventh Doctor's like sweater vest thing with the question marks on it.
Yep, and she has that moment with the 6th Doctor's coat, which
Yeah.
I definitely went online and tried to find the 6th Doctor's coat.
It's a good coat.
This.
I actually really like that sweater vest, and I would totally wear the question mark.
Especially 7th Doctor is really underrated, but I love both Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. Have you guys seen any of the other Tales of the TARDIS stuff? Stuff involving the Dream TARDIS.
I don't think so.
Oh no.
Okay,
No.
I know I've told you about it.
I know you've talked about it before.
They took Russell T Davies before this season came out, got people from each era of Doctor Who, and filmed a little like before and after scenes of like, here's the Dream TARDIS. It is the memory of the TARDIS, as they talk about like time is memory, memory is time.
Mm-hmm.
The TARDIS is, so that's all that. The idea of your memory of the TARDIS is kind of where you go to in your dreams. And it's just actors like 2 of the actors who were companions of the first Doctor, having them play their roles again for the first time since like 1967.
Cool.
And it was just little intros of them being like, here's where I've been in life, and like, do you remember that time that we blah blah blah? And then it would like zoom over, and then like at the end of the episode it would bring back and have a little moment. And they do one for First Doctor, for Second Doctor, the Third Doctor one, because Sarah Jane is like the companion. They use stuff from Sarah Jane Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have one for the Fourth Doctor, I think because Tom Baker didn't agree to come back to it. But they
Yeah.
have like Peter Davidson as the Fifth Doctor with one of his big companions. They have Colin Baker with Peter Davidson, Colin Baker with the actors who played Perry. They had Sylvester McCoy with Ace, who was like his companion. Also, Ace is fucking rad.
I love it.
Ace was the last companion of the original series. She beat up a Dalek with a baseball bat,
Yep.
and she wandered around with nitroglycerin bombs in her backpack.
She was fucking badass.
Cool.
Yeah, no,
She just
Ace
made-
is
she's
the
great.
best.
That's rad.
They make me these episodes, or those little tales of the TARDIS, make me really emotional.
Yeah.
Partly because Doctor Who fucking punches me in the like heart all of the time, anyways, and this brings back people who played characters back in the 60s or 70s coming back to play these characters and remembering shit is strong. And I fucking love the Dream TARDIS. And we see it here, the little tiny TARDIS with bits of it's got
Oh, that's fucking cool. Okay, now I understand where. Okay, yeah.
it you know, it's what they're hiding out in. It's got Colin Baker's code. It's got the Second Doctor's. It's literally just all the companions' memories of the TARDIS forming an actual one. Also, there's the implication, if you watch those, that there is either memories of the past Doctors or like possible timelines of the past Doctors traveling around. So like, because time travel,
Yeah.
so you know, he absolutely regenerated from 5 to 6, but also there's a version of 5 who's an old guy still traveling around in a dream TARDIS because the power of memory is so strong that he still kind of exists.
Whoa.
It is hard to explain in a way that doesn't sound stupid.
Wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah.
Thank God for Russell T Davies writing that line to write away every. Because time travel shit is so fucking cool, but the moment you try to talk about it, you sound like a moron. Like, it's always been
And
my
every
problem.
asshole wants to ask questions about it in a way that is like, can you just fucking... like, I get it. Like, yeah, no, the time travel doesn't exist, so this doesn't work. But can you just fucking let me have this time travel show, guys? Sorry.
Can't all be time crimes.
It can't be. Time Crimes is great, though. Go watch Time Crimes.
Yeah.
If you like Doctor Who, you might like Time Crimes.
Side note, we never really get much of her, but the one little scene of the woman who has, like, somehow survived the dust and is losing her memory of everything
Oh.
is such a, like, weirdly beautiful little heartbreaking scene that as I was
Yeah,
watching it, I'm
that
like,
is
I'm not
really
sure how
sad.
this connects, and I still don't 100% know why it matters so much, but also, like...
I mean, that's just some fucking classic heartbreaking Who right
Yeah.
there. Of like the fragility of life, and then also just like the kindness in harsh times of like this person just gave this person the last bit of metal they had, and it happened to be a spoon, and it happened to save the universe.
Yep.
But they're like, the moment she's like, shh, baby, like, stuff's happening and the baby doesn't make noise, I'm like, oh, that baby's dead.
Yeah.
Like, so I was not surprised by that, but still, the moment that she has where she realizes that her baby is dead, then I'm just like, oh my God. Oh.
So did she just keep forgetting, I guess? That her
I don't know. Like,
Well, I think like the bit that they're setting up is that memory is dying as well.
Yeah.
well, because all of time is dying. Like, all of time is dying at the same
time.
I fucking hate that sentence. But, like, everywhere the Doctor has ever gone is dying.
dying.
And because
Also
he's been
fucking-
everywhere in time and space at this point.
Sutek's plane is the worst fucking thing on the planet. Like, and it's not just Sutek. Anyone that's like, I will kill everyone, so it's just me. Maybe it's because I almost certainly have ADHD and I can't go 10 seconds alone in silence without losing my fucking gourd.
True.
I feel like he'd be like, I have succeeded. This fucking sucks. Like,
Yeah.
And maybe because he's a god of death that just wants to enjoy it. But, like, there's no more death happening.
That's true.
Is he gonna have to start making shit again? So
Yeah,
he
like
can
you've
fucking,
done, like you've done all the
Make you
death.
and kill you. Make you and kill you.
Thanos has the same problem in a lot of his death shit.
I think death is all, it's all dead. They're dead.
But he does have a literal death boner.
I'm gonna choose to skip past that and
We're all just gonna walk right around that one.
talk about the moment of like the world's most intense bungee cord. Because the rope that they connect him to,
They do set up like that. The thing that made that work for me is how much they set up like the ropes throughout the season, and like strings and ties, and like
Yes.
the fairy circle being made of the things, the
ropes of the goblins. And
the ropes of the goblins, him learning how to.
no,
He is good with ropes.
It's rad,
God.
and I'm all for it. What I mean is the literal, that specific rope, and the fact that like the thing he clasps it on, that's just a like really long bungee cord. They beat the god of death with like a 30-foot bungee cord hanging from it.
But fuck me, the molecular bond line really. Oh god, I was like, you motherfucker, that's some good sci-fi writing right
Which
there.
Yeah.
line is?
Bond.
It's a
Molecular bond.
It's a molecular. Oh well, don't they call or is it a molecular band? And I'm just mishearing it. They call the doctor
What, the
calls the rope like a molecular bond.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when he's explaining how it's working inside the Dream TARDIS, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I can't remember exactly what he says.
I
But
don't
he's
know,
like,
but-
look, this is this, and this is this.
It was just the most perfect little
And
in
these
the
are the smart
moment.
gloves or whatever. And
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. It worked in the moment for me. It's like, oh, you assholes just found the perfect way to word that. That it's just like exponential. It just explains everything in a way that's like, okay, got it. Okay, fuck you. That's so good.
I did have one moment when watching it. And it's actually a great scene. Ncuti does some of his best acting in it, where he's like, you win, Sutek. You're turning me into you as I do this. And he, like, kills Sutek. Drops him off away. I'm like, okay, I get where you're coming from here. The whole point of the Doctor is that he is, like, he tries to bring life. That he is this avatar. Especially this Doctor seems to really kind of try to be an avatar of, like, joy and life and hope. But also, Doctor, you have blown up so many planets.
I think that's why
You
he's
have
like
killed
that now.
so many things.
I
I agree. His whole speech and how hard, and I was like, you have done far worse things. Or even when he's like, oh, how long, or when he wants to trap the bird shape changers. And like something that would be like 600 years.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's a lot of time to suffer. And I'm like, that's much worse than what you did to Sutek.
That's true.
It's one of those things that every once in a while the Doctor's like, I'm being kind to punishments are so fucking like...
I don't know. He dropped him into the time vortex. So
I was gonna say it's an obvious setup. Like if they ever want to bring back Sutek, they can fucking technobabble him back.
they can
Sure.
pull him
Super
back
easy.
out of the
Super
time
easy.
vortex. So he's not dead, but,
But
he could be dying for
the
all
pro-
of eternity, forever and never, and also ever and ever.
The thing I ran into with all of that was like, not that like you've done worse, but like quit being so hard on yourself. It reminded me of punching Nazis. It reminded me of the paradox of tolerance.
It's a thing with
Yeah.
sci-fi and most serial fiction where you're using a hero character, and honestly, Monster of the Week, where when you have the good guy, they end up doing pretty nasty shit. It's the same. It's the Batman Joker debate. Should the Batman kill the Joker?
No, because he would come too hard from it. And I won't tell you which one.
Both. But
You knew the right answer.
Wait. Now, we all know that Batman fucks bats.
okay,
And he doesn't go down.
we'll do a Harley. No, actually, Harley Quinn eventually did be like, yeah, he does. Heidi, do you have any idea what we're talking about?
I mean, kind of.
Okay, so Harley Quinn, the animated series, which is a
Yeah.
lot of fun. One, there's a running joke in it that Harley is convinced the Batman fucks bats.
Oh.
And then two, they were going to do an eating pussy joke from Catwoman. And someone up high was like, Batman doesn't do that. And the animators were like, excuse me? But anyways, but it's that ongoing debate, like, should the Joker kill, or should Batman kill the Joker? If he doesn't, does that make him responsible for anyone who the Joker kills after that when he had that opportunity? It's an argument that nerds get stuck in that I fucking hate. But also, like, I'm with you on this one, Tyler, of like, I don't feel too bad about killing the literal avatar of death that killed everyone
That's the thing, like,
across time.
to me, like, the Doctor just needs to think about it more and not be in so much in his emotions about it, because the only way that you can truly promote life in this case is to take out the thing that, if you allow it to live, actively works against you.
That said, I understand
And actively works against everything.
I understand and kind of appreciate the idea of, like, it hurts him and he accepts it. I was reading this thing about part of why America got so weird after World War II, not that it wasn't fucking weird beforehand, was so many people came back and, like, in World War II, you're fighting the Nazis. Like, the most over-the-top, direct supervillains that you can, like, imagine.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh yeah, it's fine. We killed Nazis. There's not really any emotional fallout from that. But it's still a whole bunch of traumatized people that went through some of the worst war conditions in history. And, like, it doesn't matter if you're killing someone who should die. And we're going to move past, is killing okay? We're not diving into, like, that debate right now.
We can move past that. We can still agree that, like, probably murdering is going to cause some trauma.
That's my point. Like, it even if it is killing for a good cause, whatever the fuck that means, it is still going to have an effect, and because Ncuti is who Ncuti is, he's feeling those emotions. But the way that he expresses it, I kind of agree, of like...
That's where I agree with, like, you've done worse things. You don't need to be this in your emotions about it. I get it, though. I 100% get it. Especially what the point of the scene is. Just like, there's so many good reasons to do this right now, though. Just kill the fucking dumbass dog death.
Cece got way...
TARDIS parasite.
It looked rad. Cece got way trapped into trying to figure out what kind of fucking dog Sutek was part of. And apparently it's just called the set animal. Like, no one actually quite knows what animal Sutek in, like, actual Egyptian mythology would be.
Oh.
Now, in fairness, Egypt loves chimeras. You know, here's this hippopotamus with an alligator head. Here's a, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, we know it's not a jackal, because that's Anubis, not Sutek.
Oh.
Sutek, a.k.a. Set, a.k.a. like one of the most important gods of Egyptian mythology, but it's just the Set beast.
Huh.
And also, remember, Egypt lasted over the course of a few thousand years, so, like,
Right.
who fucking knows? It might have originally been a specific animal and just sort of evolved out of that over time, or just a kind of animal that's gone, or... I don't know. It's not important. It's just my wife being like, what kind of dog are you? While we're watching this.
Bad dog.
Dog, rat.
That's me saying
I
that.
do feel like this took most of its cue, though, from a jackal.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah. I'm saying that. I like dogs. I think they're all good dogs, Brent. But I think this one was a bad dog.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't originally a dog. He evolved into a dog thing. So that's why it's okay to be a bad dog.
Oh, okay. So he's not a dog. He's a dog thing.
Yeah.
He's a bad dog thing.
Bad dog thing.
Dog Jason.
You know, dog things tend to be bad.
The
thing at case in point.
Joy to the World?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
It was fine.
The
It's a-
least favorite episode of the season for me.
Yeah, same.
It's a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
I mean, usually those are my favorite, but this one...
I appreciate that it's not just, like, straight up fucking you with Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because some of the Stephen... I don't think Stephen Moffat is the strongest Christmas episode one, because usually it's so... Oh my god, it's Christmas. You know, Dr. Witch in the Wardrobe, which is a fine episode, but it's so... Or, like, the one where it's basically a Christmas Carol with the guy who played Dumbledore.
Oh, and the Flying Sharks?
Yeah.
That one, I love that one.
It's... I'm not saying they're bad episodes, but it's so, like, screaming Christmas in your face.
Well, yeah.
They're very Dickens Christmas, too.
Exactly,
Like,
and I
fuck you, it's Christmas.
I appreciate that they're a little more subtle about the fact that it's a Christmas episode in this one. It's not, I've been attacked by Santa Claus. Like...
I mean, yeah.
And Nick Frost played a great Santa Claus in that one episode. But,
Sure.
like,
That was a great one.
Yeah, actually, like, one of the most direct references I thought was actually really clever, where he's just like, no wonder there was no room at the inn.
Yeah. I actually like that so much better than ending with, like, Bethlehem. The moment that they were like, he's making a star, I'm like, it's going to be the fucking Star of Bethlehem. God fucking damn it.
Dude, I actively try and avoid Christianity in my brain a lot of times. So this one really fucking snuck up on me in a way that I didn't enjoy. And subsequently made me not enjoy the whole, like, star bit of this. Everything else really worked for me. I love Trev.
I was gonna say, somehow, with the episode being decently evenly split between them, there was both not enough Joel Fry, Trev, Frenchie, and not enough Nicola Coughlan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is Nicola?
Joy.
Joy.
Yeah, like, I didn't get enough of her to really enjoy her arc personally.
Yeah.
And then having it end the way it did for me was, that, like, it's just, I don't care for this personally.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And then having it beat the very last beat over the head
for me of like,
Yep.
oh, it's the Star of Bethlehem. Oh, it's the Star of, they're in Bethlehem, and it's the year 0 or 0. It's now 1. Got it. Okay.
So, remind me, is this the actress who, when she was asked about...
Oh yeah, this is the perfect boobies.
Her boobs, yes.
Yeah, the perfect breast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking magnificent.
Oh, they're
See,
perfect.
That was what I got
Perfect
distracted
boobs.
by on every scene. So if you don't know what we are, like, jumping over each other to say,
You.
she was asked... Yeah. She was asked in an interview something about, like, you know, is it more difficult for you with your body type to be an actress or something like that? Like, it was kind of fat shaming. And she's like,
Yeah.
you know, it really is difficult to be a woman with perfect breasts. And I just really hope that, like, seeing me on TV will make more women with perfect breasts think that I too. And, like, it's such a good line. And, like, because that's the only thing I know this actress from, the whole
look
time
at
I was
boobs.
watching this, I was kind of like, I don't want to be sexist, but I really wish you were showing off more of your perfect breasts than
What-
you are in what you're wearing. here.
Watch Bridgerton.
Yeah, dude, you should actually watch Bridgerton. It's actually,
If you want, if you want to see
Now
her
that
perfect
I have
boobs.
I didn't have Netflix for like 2 years,
Okay,
so
no.
I didn't even think about it. Now I might. Like,
I would say I want to check out the first season. I only seen the 3rd season where you get to see her magnificent boobs, but like, and that's not why I watched it. It just was circumstances. My wife and sister were watching this with me just to contextualize it to make it even weirder.
that.
But like,
My wife was watching. I'm like, yeah, and my sister. I'm like, ugh.
I was visiting my sister, and the season had just came out, and they were both excited to watch it, and I was not in my usual space, so I watched it. But like, it's really fucking good. I think you of all the people here, well,
I do have a fondness for Regency England because my mom listened to all the fucking Jane Austen
yeah,
things, watched all the Jane Austen movies. I fucking knew Pride and Prejudice backwards and forwards when I was like 8 years old.
yeah,
I
and
didn't understand a lot of it,
sexy and soapy, but not that kind of soapy, but that kind of soapy, if that makes sense. Not the sexy soapy, the other soapy.
I love it when you get yourself stuck in a like loop.
It's fine. The star seed gets planted, and it seems
Fine.
I
like the B plot was almost more interesting with
It's-
him like
Yeah,
staying in the hotel. For,
And that was way more interesting to me.
100%.
them doing a full fucking bootstrap paradox where he time loops in
Yeah, that was
is
Yeah.
the best part of the episode.
He's like, aha, go to the time hotel. Here's my great thing. I'm like, take her with you. The whole point of this is you need a friend. Like, that's the
Yeah.
end point. But you've got a fucking friend.
That's what I didn't get is like, take her with you.
That-
Why aren't you taking
it
her?
doesn't line up with the best parts of this episode because he made multiple friends immediately. And yes, Trev died 4 minutes later. Like,
And it was
broke my
honestly
heart.
heartbreaking, yes.
That was the biggest gut punch of this
I
entire
know.
episode.
I
Is-
really-
I wouldn't
loved
let you
him.
down. And I'm like, oh God, Trev. Like, I
I
did not have...
know.
and then I promptly died.
I loved this wild ass hotel woman that is just the most chill person on the planet.
Never seen
Just-
that before.
Like, Lizard Man comes through, doesn't even think anything about it. Weird guy, just like, can I live in your hotel for a year if I do work for you? Cool. Breaks into the fucking newlywed suite while those two are trying to fuck. And just eats a Kinder Egg while watching. And I think she would have been down to watch whatever the doctor up to, or if those people just wanted to start fucking, she would have been down for it. Like,
I would love her to be a companion.
Yes.
More so. Just like, I would love to see her dynamic with the TARDIS.
it just was all so set up for her to be like a perfect companion for him. And like, you need a friend. You've got one. I mean, you've got two because he's got. Anytime they're like, the doctor, you need a friend. You're so alone. I'm like, he's got so many friends. You're right. He needs to not.
he needs to
leave
keep
them.
in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, and as someone
stop
who's
ditching
fucking
them.
awful at keeping in
same.
touch.
Yeah, dude,
like,
fucking, I
Respect.
understand this. Respect, I understand that, because I'm bad at long-term relationships. If you don't see me daily.
Yeah, but this episode was fine. but it's another Stephen Moffat, and I think that's why I'm disappointed if this is Stephen Moffat's final episode. Because it kind of shows off a lot of his worst qualities as a Doctor Who writer, not in a way that I found nearly as offensive as, like, I will never get over my fucking hatred of The Angels Take Manhattan. I think that's one of the worst episodes of Doctor Who
It absolutely
ever
is.
made.
Yes.
What's the one with the brick-faced woman?
I said one of the worst.
Okay, just so we're all clear,
Love and
that's
Monsters.
the Love and Monsters. Is
Love
the
and Monsters,
worst
and then the
episode.
other one
Fear Her.
is Fear Her. Yep, the weird scribble
which one?
demon.
Oh, yeah, that one's real bad.
Yeah, I like that one better than Love and Monsters. That one doesn't have a woman that is eternally stuck as a brick who's being a sex object for a dude.
We even have a bit of a sex life. And you're like, ugh,
Oh.
her life is hell already. This is the
yeah,
second time
that-
we've brought that up just in the time we've been
Well,
recording.
it's because
Doctor
you
Who
guys
here.
keep bringing up something about the worst episode of Doctor Who, and I can't not remember that.
It really is.
horrifying.
It's
I feel like I've blocked that one out of my
Angels
memory.
Take Manhattan, Love and Monsters, and Fear Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, some of the old, we're not talking old school Doctor Who, which gets ridiculously racist. The Talons of
Well.
Wang Chung is supposed to be good, but also it is like the most yellow face, yellow peril.
Ooh.
You remember in Word Balloons where we talked about the villain, the Claw? Like the Daredevil villain? Or Fu Manchu? It's basically that.
Oh, delightful. And by delightful, I mean gross.
I don't have much else to say about Joy to the World.
I wanted...
I like
I
this season a
expect-
lot.
I
I got
expected a
nothing
lot
else on
more.
Joy to the World.
Yeah.
The season's good. That episode's fine.
I
Yeah.
would
Yeah, that
watch
was
it
fun.
again, but it's not like if I'm watching through, which I definitely will again.
Yeah.
I will super watch it. I'm not going to like. I have Christmas special episodes that I love to watch every Christmas.
Yes.
This ain't gonna be one of them.
No.
No, this would be only if they somehow tie it back later. Like the Villengard? What is the
Villengard.
Villengard?
I want more with him actually going up against Villengard, mostly because I want to see bad things happen to Villengard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I could see me coming back to this episode is because they might bring back that thread line somehow.
It's literally just that I'm a completionist.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Otherwise, I liked this season a lot. It really was a fucking humdinger of a season. It's a great standalone season. I've recommended it to a couple people who aren't into Who yet, and I was like, I think you could jump in.
I agree. I think it's a nice
think
jumping
so.
on point. I think you could watch the David Tennant specials beforehand and not be hurt at all by it.
Same.
But I don't think you would have to.
And that's
I
what
think
I'm
this
saying.
would be. This might be the. I'm trying to think of the places I recommend. Like I always want.
They set it
people's-
up as an entry point for sure.
That's the reason why they called it season 1
Right.
instead of season
15.
15. Yeah. I think obviously I'm always start with Rose because I love Christopher Eccleston, but like Matt Smith's The 11th Hour, Peter Capaldi's final season that literally opens with one called Pilot,
Yeah.
and
was so great episode.
Such a good episode.
and this one or this season is probably some of the best jumping on points. Jodie's stuff is a pretty good jumping on point, but we all have kind of discussed that it's. I hate to even call it the weakest. It's just the least Doctor Who-y Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I hope we get a Dalek season next, or not season, a Dalek episode next season. I think it's good that we didn't for a while.
Yeah, did we get really any
They
like other
purposely avoided all of the old school, other than Sutek, but like.
than? But like that's such a fucking deep cut pull that it's
Yeah,
not
they
even,
went
like,
deeper. They didn't go like newer.
No
villains.
Daleks, no Cybermen, no
Yeah.
Sontarans. It's the same thing they did with Jodie's first season. They skipped all of the well-known,
I want the Ood
way
back.
overdone.
Yeah.
I do like that the Ood are set to still live. That was happy
Yeah,
for me.
that
The
would be
Ood
nice.
will show up. RTD loves.
He loves the Ood.
Yeah.
Apparently, and I don't know if they loved him before, but they just loved that special effect so much. And have you ever seen the behind the scenes of people just like playing with the Ood head? And like, dude, they got shit. Like the actors in that thing. Have
Yeah, like,
shit to
there's
do
a
right
human
now.
in there.
Like,
Let them go.
Cool.
yeah. Hydee, thank you for joining us for
Oh, of
all
course.
of these episodes. We will definitely have you back. You can come for non-Doctor Who episodes if you want, but
Yeah.
you are our Doctor Who guru. Next time, we're watching the 2025 Royal Rumble, which I was going to be watching anyways. Tyler's down to watch just because, and this is going to be Steven's first experience actually watching professional wrestling.
Because Ready to Rumble doesn't count.
It does not.
Apparently, fictional movies about wrestling don't count.
Do you watch a full match?
They have a cage match in it.
Also, I've said we do Ready to Rumble, but that's next time. Well, no, next time's Royal Rumble, not Ready to Rumble. Anyways, I got lost.
Yeah.
We've ground this to a halt. In the meantime, we're your generals of nerdery. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
Dismissed.
Hi everybody, General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is ran on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.